Oh, hello and good evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. This is Diego C. Palace doing a live breaking news transfer. Today is the end of the transfer window, of course, for in the Premier League game. Oh, 1 minute, we did not want to hear that. Everything phone is going off, and also I'm going to be doing so not just covering the live transfer news. Hopefully not just in connection to Crystal Palace, of course, the team that I love, but also in connection with, as well, today's a live match at the Bridge, of course, Chelsea versus West Ham. Graham Potter returns to the Bridge, of course, as the West Ham United manager, and it's going to be absolute Caesar, I reckon, out there. Right. Everything else, I just want to say absolutely a massive thank you to everyone out there, because the support that I'm getting, another message, uh, the help that you've all been contributing to the channel has been absolutely amazing. Just want to thank everyone out there for doing so, whether it's comments, likes, and also the fact everyone at Old Trafford. Of course, Crystal Palace went to Old Trafford. A very good result, a 2-0 away win, and I had predicted a 2-0 win. Go and check the Instagram. I put a post before the match saying that was my prediction, and that's exactly what Oliver Glasner and his coaching staff and the players all gave to the Crystal Palace away fans and the fans that didn't make it to Old Trafford. It's an amazing day. Right, and last of all, massive thank you to Crystal Palace for organising all the coaches for allowing the away fans to get there and back safely. Big up to the staff at Crystal Palace for organising that. You know who you are, so thank you very much for organising. I had a wonderful day, and can't thank you all enough. So today's going to be about the watch along of Chelsea versus West Ham United, and also the transfer news as it drops in. I believe the cut-off time is at midnight tonight, today. So please, if you're new to the channel, please drop a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and also if you can help me get to I don't know, five likes, I'll be wonderful this evening as well. If you could, that'd be amazing. So thank you very much. And yes, oh, big up, a massive thank you. Good evening, Steve. I hope you are well and keeping good over there. And looking forward to the Chelsea match. I'm sure you are as well, no doubt, Steve. So I hope you, Steve, RSC, are all okay. Take my hat off to you. Thank you very much, Steve, gentlemen. And also, yeah, the transfer breaking news. Everyone's looking logged on, refreshing the whatnot on the. Oh, 1 minute, just getting another. What's going on here? Let me just check. Why is that doing that? Why is it doing that? Just checking that it's live. Must be because someone just put a comment in there. Let me just check that that's okay. And hold on. Right, big up to you, Steve. Well, okay, coming to you in a second. Let me just check before I go on. I have to check that the sound is all okay. Otherwise, I'm kind of wasting my time. Just bear with me. Um, Let me just check that the sound and everything's okay. And everything's looking okay. Please keep hitting the likes as you enter the show. Today's going to be live transfer show, and it's Chelsea versus West Ham United. Graham Potter returning to the Bridge, and also to just say a massive thank you to Crystal Palace, the manager Grover Glasner, the team staff of Crystal Palace, and also congratulations to Laura Kaminsky and her coaching staff and her players. There they are in their glory. The Crystal Palace women's team, they got a point against Brighton. What a magnificent performance. The Crystal Palace women in the WSL, they got a point, and that was absolutely buzzing. And yes, that's it. So massive well done, Laura Kaminsky, Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace women's captain, and everyone at Crystal Palace there for landing that point against Brighton in the WSL. Now, tonight, as you know, there's going to be a lot going on. In about 20 minutes, it's a kickoff for the 8 o'clock p.m. kickoff between Chelsea and West Ham United. I'm going to quickly go into that quickly. It's a massive game, I think, for both clubs, for both sets of fans. I expect more so for both, I think, as an outsider looking into Chelsea and West Ham. West Ham want to try and get back into consistency and results, I believe, and they're doing that clearly with their acquisition, with their appointment of Graham Potter. And I think he's a very good manager. Very, very, very good manager. He clearly has a method of working with his coaching staff, with his set of players, and they deliver results for the team that he represents. In this instance, of course, is West Ham United. Now, it's also a big thing, I think, for Graham Potter because he's returning, of course, to Chelsea. And as you all know, Chelsea are aware that they've let go Graham Potter and the circumstances. I expect the Chelsea fans will have a view of it. The West Ham fans will have a view of it as well. But more importantly, Graham Potter, he knows exactly what happened behind the scenes. So what does that entail for the match? I think it's 4 things. I think first of all, Graham Potter is clearly very knowledgeable of Chelsea FC, the culture, the fabric of the football club. Not just because he's been there as their manager previously, it's because he's managed their team. And he expect that when a professional manager coaches and manages the team at the level, the first senior squad at Chelsea, you begin to understand the identity, the fabric of what the Chelsea fans would expect, would want of a club like Chelsea. So that's one thing that I think he has still got in his mind. The second thing is, I think also is that he will know the squad there, and he will know from the time that he was there. He obviously has no connection there now because he's employed somewhere else. But he will have that insight of how the players think and how they train, and who's practicing, who's training, what way on training, and how do they deliver that in. Um, oh, 1 minute, just got a message. I've got to respond to this. Just give me a second. I just got you need to just be a second, people. I just got to respond to this message. You need to. There you go. Just responding to that. Yeah, so that's it. So that's the third thing with Graham Potter, I believe. And then the other thing is, of course, Enzo Maresca at Chelsea. He knows in his mind that Graham Potter knows about the club and the players. So it's a massive thing. And then to end it all up, to wrap it all up, I think there will be a mind competition between Enzo Maresca of Chelsea and Graham Potter. Of course, there's probably a mutual respect because of their positions as Premier League managers, but they're going to want to win that match and make a statement if it's possible at all. The other thing is of course, it's transfer. It's the last day of the transfer window, and I expect that the what is going to happen there is, I believe, by the time the full-time whistle goes at the bridge, and it is the end of the match between Chelsea versus West Ham, there will be undoubtedly about 1 hour and maybe 10 minutes of the transfer window. So we need to be able to incorporate that, I think, in the match as well. And because the transfer window is coming to an end. So that's another twist to it. There's going to be ins and outs, possibly, from West Ham United and from Chelsea. So everyone's going to be on tenterhooks, even after the full-time whistle, of course, of what's going to happen there tonight at the bridge and in the transfer window. Hence what the title of the show is tonight. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at DAOC Palace. Right, let me just have a little drink, and I'm coming to you, Steve, now. Good evening, Steve. I hope you're well. Right. Oh, my days. Wow, Steve, big up to you. Steve RSC says Kairat lost 1-0 on Saturday. Uh, Lost goal on the 85th minute. We had most of the chances, not clinical. They missed the sitter from a couple of yards. Oh no, they need to go into the transfer market and get some decent strikers. Out was Georgian champions. We played them on Saturday, who will finish 20 behind. We played on Wednesday, and that team we played on Wednesday finished 20 points behind, so we should win if it's a clinical. Five more friendlies. I thought they were friendlies because I was thinking, yeah, I remember you mentioned that before. So that I always think that, and I always say that pre-season or friendlies are something for the coaching staff, for the manager of the team, and for the players to sort of try and get on the same wavelength of what they're trying to do in training and in the match day of the friendlies or pre-season matches. But if you cannot compare those matches overall in a competitive match, whether it's a domestic competition or an international competition, I think it's just, as a football fan, I see that as something completely different. I felt that by watching back in the day, Crystal Palace would invite, for example, Chelsea to Selhurst Park for friendlies, pre-seasons, and you can sense, you can feel the the intensity of how the players play against the opposition team in a friendly. Of course, they're all professionals, but there's like a 65% intensity, I would say, in how they approach the tackles, the passing, um, the what is required of them from what the manager has told them to try and get at there and deliver. Because they play for the manager. That is the pecking order of everything. So big up to you, Steve, on that. And then he goes on to say, Steve Orisi goes, I got 3 scores yesterday. Oh, you got some scores yesterday. Yeah, I've got my little book here. I've got my little book here. And there you go. I don't know if you can see it. And I've got it's Steve RSC's got I've got 3 scores yesterday's. I've got 1-1 with Roma scoring late, draw, and 1 with Napoli, and I got 1-1 with Chelsea Ham tonight. You're going 1-1 with Chelsea versus West Ham. I'm going with, I don't know if you can see there at the bottom one because that is the last match. I'm going for Chelsea 1, Graham Potter, West Ham United 2. There you go. And I'm saying that not as a salty Crystal Palace fan, it's because I just got a hunch. Yesterday's match, and I went to Old Trafford and I had a wonderful day in Manchester, at Old Trafford. To get there and get back, massive thank you, a big up to Crystal Palace FC, the official club. Just want to say I don't know anyone at the football club. I'm just a Crystal Palace fan of both the Crystal Palace women's team, the Crystal Palace men's senior team, and their unders, 21s, and all the youngsters there in the setup there, Crystal Palace. So I'm just a football fan, but a massive thank you for the Crystal Palace staff who took all the Crystal Palace away fans to Old Trafford. They took us there safely. They looked after us there on the journey there. We had a wonderful day out at Old Trafford again as a Crystal Palace fan, and. And big up! I actually spoke to some Manchester United fans while I was out there, and a massive big up. I don't know their names or that, but I did speak to a few Manchester United fans out there pre the match, and to take my hat off to them, they were all very polite and very yeah, they were amazing. So big up to those Manchester United fans that I spoke to out there before the match, and yeah, I certainly had a wonderful day. And of course, the Crystal Palace officials who took the fans there, they brought us back, and I had a wonderful day. So massive thank you for the staff at Crystal Palace for getting not just me, but also all the Crystal Palace away fans there, young and old. We all got there. We came back all in one piece, and what a wonderful experience of emotions. And yeah, so thank you for the Crystal Palace staff, and massive thank you to the Manchester United fans out there that I spoke to before the match. They were very polite, very generous in their comments to me, and you know who you are. Thank you very much for doing that. Right. Big up to you, Steve. What's the time? Because we've got 10 minutes. What I'm going to do is uh, Roma. One, Steve. 1 minute, because I've got it. What it is, Steve? I've got to get things set up before the match. I will come up to your comments in a second. Just give me a second because I've got to get what's going on here? I've got to get. What I want to do is before kickoff. Why is that not coming up properly there? I've got to get the lineup, so I've got to get all the equipment ready. So I'm just coming. But anyone who's new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace, and if you can, hit like, drop a comment, and if you can, share it to let people know that I'm going live. That would be very nice of you to do that. And right, let me just get. I need to get the lineups. I'm trying to get the lineups and then put them on the comments. If I can figure it out without messing up the live stream. I've got about 10 minutes. Right, I've got 10 minutes to do the lineups and to put them on the chat. So anyone who may want to have a look, of course, they can do so. And just trying to find it. But in the meantime, please help me get to 5 likes if you can in the chat. Here we go. That's the Chelsea. Of course, it's happening at the bridge. And if you are not, I suspect if you are a Chelsea fan, you should know what I'm about to say. But if you're a football fan and you go to the bridge on away fixtures, then in front of the club shop, in front of the stadium actually, there is a wall, like a brick wall. It's called the Shed End. And on the wall, they've got plaques of all the Chelsea previous legends all along that wall. I recommend that you go and check it out because you'll find, because always players and managers go between football clubs and whatnot. And they've got one there of 2 of my favourite of back in the day. Of course, it's Steve Kemba. Steve Kemba, thank you very much for that selfie a couple of weeks ago. Thank you very much for doing a selfie with me outside the entrance 10 at Selhurst Park. True gentleman. And I've often said that if I ever own Crystal Palace, the first thing that I do of week number 1 is to name one of the stands after Steve Kemba. It's just how I am. It's just how I am about Steve Kemba. I think he's absolutely brilliant to Crystal Palace, and I will do that. But I finally got a selfie of him, and wonderful. Thank you very much, Steve Kemba. But there was a plaque back in the day on that Shed End, and also there was a no, it wasn't Steve Kemba. There was one of Jimmy Greaves, because Jimmy Greaves played for Chelsea. Oh, actually, Steve Kemba did play for Chelsea back in the day. And of course, Chelsea fans should know of Jimmy Greaves, of course. And he was an absolutely brilliant commentator. He was the real original, the real, for me as a youngster growing up, listening to football back in the day, in the 80s, in the early 90s. For me, that was something whom I aspired to listen to. And I love listening to Jimmy Greaves back in the day. It was brilliant. And if you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a football fan of any other football club, you should remember, I would have thought at the very least, Jimmy Greaves. Right, so I've got the lineups. I'm babbling on, but no, it's very important, I feel, to say that. I'm just going to put in the chat the if I can figure out how to do it. Right, let me just type it in. That's the... why is it doing that? Right, let me just... Please keep hitting the likes. I'm just trying to put the lineups on the chat so anyone can see the Chelsea lineup. And quickly, the thing to do is to try and get into a bit of transfer news as well about my football club and also other football clubs just before the kickoff. But I'm trying to incorporate both of them actually during the watch along, so I can multitask if you didn't know. And so I'm trying to do that. And Steve, I will come to your comments in a minute, but I have to set up what I'd like to do for the channel first. Otherwise, I won't get all the other bits done. It's the way I know how to do it. I don't know how else to do it beforehand. And from the device that I can't set it off previously. Um, so I'm coming to you, Steve, in a minute. Let me just set everything up. Right, in the chat there, hopefully you can all see it. That is the Chelsea lineup and their substitutes. I'm also going to put in there the West Ham United lineup. If I can just figure out how to do this. So this is versus. It's the only way I can think to do it. So anyone who wishes to be informed of the lineups for both teams tonight, they can actually just view it. I've seen other people putting it on sort of big things on the screen behind and whatever, whatnot. I don't know how to do all that stuff just yet. So in the future, hopefully I'll get there one day and I'll be able to do all that stuff. Right. Oh, 1 minute. Let me just spell the names of the players correctly. I think it's important to spell the names of the players correctly. So that's the Susak. And there you go. So in the chat, I have put the lineups for Chelsea, and I'm just getting a little bit worried that. Oh no, it's okay. Can you guys hear me? Can I? Yeah, that sounds okay. All right. Well, it is the device that I've got at the moment. I can't see if the volume is okay. So, right. So in the lineups, I can confirm that it's at 8 p.m. kickoff. So I've got like 5 minutes. Panic stations, and then also I've not incorporated anything quickly on the transfer. Apparently, some teams have come in for West Ham. Some teams like Tottenham Hotspur apparently have come in to try and get Mark Gahey. And it tells you something that Crystal Palace are doing things right at Crystal Palace. The officials at Crystal Palace, the team, the management, the medics, everyone at Crystal Palace are doing the right things when there is approach for our players. Meaningful. What I'm trying to say is that I'm always been one of those Crystal Palace fans that I'm always on the lookout. I expect my football club, the club that I love in Crystal Palace, to help progress the progression of the levels and opportunities for the players that are playing for us, that we're paying them to do a job, and then in turn getting and hearing news about players being approached by other football clubs. It's got to be a positive thing, surely. So, but apparently Tottenham Hotspur have made an inquiry about Mark Gahey as an example, and I'm not surprised to hear that. I think should he go to a club like Tottenham Hotspur quickly? I don't think it's a bad football club, but I'll view it this. I'm going to quickly round it off within 1 minute. Tottenham, their academy, from what I see as an outsider looking into Tottenham Hotspur, I think it's brilliant what they've done in investment there, and what Tottenham Hotspur have done for investment in the WSL in the women's team. I think that's top notch. I think that has to be commended and applauded. What Tottenham Hotspur has done for their football academies, and in my opinion, also the investment that's gone into the women's game at Tottenham Hotspur. I think they clearly have designed, have built, and is there a wonderful stadium there. It's a beautiful stadium. It cannot just function for football. It can function for other facilities, corporate events, and stuff like that. And whoever at Tottenham Hotspur placed the people in charge of that, if you like, that platform, that project to get the stadium built, ready and going, and it's there built. And it can do concerts, it can do boxing, it can do football, it can do all sorts of things, corporate things. I think that has to be commended and applauded. That's been top tier one thing. So the stadium, the academy, and the investment in women's football at Tottenham Hotspur, I think, is a brilliant club, demonstrating on what they're doing. The only thing, as an outsider looking into Tottenham Hotspur, is the men's senior side. And for me, I just don't see why any of our players would want to approach Tottenham Hotspur and go to play there. Because I always say, if a Crystal Palace player is going to leave Crystal Palace, go to a football club that in that season or in the next season they're going to win the Premier League or the Champions League. It should be a step up in your career. The career spans of a professional football player in comparison to all our professions in other walks of lives is tiny. It's tiny. So it's about timing for the players. And I don't think Ebrieze, who was rumoured with to go, for example, to Tottenham Hotspur or Manchester United, or even Ebrieze to Tottenham Hotspur just today in the last 24 hours, I'm thinking, of course, it's brilliant that you've been contacted about it, I would have thought. But if you're going to leave Crystal Palace, um, go to somewhere where you're going to win honours, where you're going to win trophies. That's not to say that Tottenham one day won't with trophies. I don't know about that because I don't know anything about Tottenham. But as a Crystal Palace fan, I do know one thing. I know that this season it was easier for us to beat Tottenham Hotspur than it was to beat Southampton. There's only two teams that we've won at Selhurst Park. So that's telling you something. So why go to a football team that none of their players could get into our first team? It just doesn't make any sense to me as a football fan. But I think it's good, and it proves that Crystal Palace are improving and improving and doing things to develop the careers of the football players that we have at present on our books when you get clubs that are coming in for and being interested in the likes of Marc Guéhi. Personally, as I view it now, I haven't even bothered, not a disrespect, but I haven't even bothered to actually look into this story because as a Crystal Palace fan, I know Marc Guéhi's not going to Tottenham Hotspur. He won't. He won't. Not today. Maybe one day in the future, but not now. Where he is in his career is an England international established. He's a captain. He leads by example on the pitch, and I expect in training. And for me, his next step, if he doesn't feel he can fulfil that at Crystal Palace, should be going to a football team like, as an example, Liverpool, where they win trophies, domestic, Premier Leagues, and Champions Leagues. Not because I say so. I don't know anything about Liverpool. Go and talk to a real Liverpool fan and look at their trophy cabinet. Manchester City fans. Go and talk to them. Go and talk to what they've achieved. All those trophies. So for me, a player like Marc Guéhi, good evening, Paul Brady. I hope you are well. That's where the teams that where he should aspire. An Ebrieze, a Marc Guéhi, any other player that's been of interest to their football club. I think with the progression that Crystal Palace have done to help them progress in their levels as Crystal Palace players and facilitate for them to being approached by other football clubs, of course it's hurtful when I know that another club is going to come in for a Crystal Palace player. But I want them to go to a better challenge in their careers. And if I had a choice, as Marc Guéhi, to go to Tottenham Hotspur or go to Liverpool, hello, go and get yourself a silverware. Go and win yourself a Champions League. Go and win yourself a Premier League. It's not on the same levels. For goodness sake, my Crystal Palace at the moment, we're above the likes of Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United in the Premier League. It's not about banter here. It's gone past that now. The table doesn't lie. If you're a player at Crystal Palace and you are being approached by other teams, I think that's admirable. I think that's good. That proves that you're doing good things in training, you're doing good things for your club, Crystal Palace, and you're giving back to the Crystal Palace fan lots of love and performances. Man for man, every player at Old Trafford last night, where I was there, they were better in all the positions than the opponent. And that brings them into the window where people will be trying to approach them. And so why go to a club that are not reaching the levels of where you are right now? So Marc Guéhi there, I don't believe that he'll go to somewhere, with respect to Tottenham or Manchester United, if you like, at the moment, maybe in the future, but not at the moment, because I say, Marc Guéhi, if you're going to leave us, go to a football club like Liverpool, where you win silverware. Not because I say so, not because I'm a Crystal Palace fan and I'm saying that. Look at their trophy cabinet. Look at the type of managers and the type of identity and fabric that they have up there. Yeah? So for Tottenham Hotspur, as I said earlier on, Tottenham Hotspur, I think they should be commended and applauded for what they've done in the infrastructure of building a London stadium. It's a beautiful, wonderful stadium, and how it is. They've clearly developed an investment in their academy. I think that has to be spoken up and applauded. And the third thing is the investment that they're doing into the women's game in the WSL for the women's um, um, WSL squad and team. They broke my heart a few weeks ago, not this week, but the week before, when when they scored that goal in injury time when Amy Everett, our Crystal Palace women's captain, she's just there. She considered a penalty in extra time, and we lost. We were going to get a point there, and we considered. But I broke my heart. I broke my heart. I'm still hurting for Amy Everett and the whole Crystal Palace team, women's team, and the WSL. But with respect, the Tottenham Hotspur, they got to their FA Cup final last season with a new manager as well in that season. Is the to that. So that's my point in that. And I better get into the chat because everyone's been there going mental with the chats. So massive thank you to everyone there. So yeah, so Mark Gahey, I think if he's going to go somewhere, go to a club, as an example, like Liverpool, where they win trophies. Don't go down levels, go up. And I applaud what he's doing at Crystal Palace. This is Mark Gahey. And I applaud what the club is doing because clearly they're facilitating him to enhance his career every day he goes into training and every day that he plays for us as a Crystal Palace player. And what he gives back to the fans. He's improving us. He's not making us worse. And I'm not surprised that teams out there like Liverpool, not that like sorry I beg your pardon, like Tottenham Hotspur will be, or like perhaps even maybe Manchester United as an example, maybe we should have a player like Mark Gahey. But no, not at the moment. They should go somewhere if they're going to leave my club, the club that I love, where they win trophies. It's as simple as that. Also, quickly on that one, massive thank you to Crystal Palace for arranging the coaches and taking all the away fans safely to Old Trafford and bringing us all back in one piece. The staff who organised that on the day, I think you're all amazing. And definitely a round of applause to all of you. You know who you are. And I also want to thank the Manchester United fans that I met pre the match while I was waiting to go in. All nervous because I wanted to get 3 points. The Manchester United fans that I spoke to in front of Old Trafford, they were very respectful and we had a few wonderful conversations there. So thank you very much for approaching me and just talking to me about football. I think that was lovely for them to do. No names mentioned, but those of you who did that, there at Old Trafford, thank you very much for doing that. That goes a long way to me. Now, also want to do is in the chat I've put the lineups. Oh my days, I'm going on about it. I'm going on about the transfer window and it's kicked off. Right, let's have a look. Let's have no one scored. Oh my days. Oh my days. It's actually happened as the match has started. It is Chelsea versus West Ham United. Right, in the chat I have placed the lineups, but I've missed a comment from Steve. Oh my days, I loathe them. Big up to you, Steve RC. I've done the Napoli one. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to do this one. Steve RC, quickly. Let me just hold on a minute, Steve. Please don't tell me that somebody has scored. Please don't tell me somebody has scored. Oh Lord. All right. Aston Villa have signed a midfielder. There's so much news going on at the moment, you don't know what to keep up with. And Palace have rejected a bid from Tottenham Hotspur. And I'm not surprised that our players are attracting attention. I think they should go to a better football club, quite frankly. Just coming to you, Steve, because I need to... You know what? Steve, I will come to your comments and everyone... let me just get this going because I need to... I can't see this. Right, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Premier League. Just trying to get the it's still 0-0. I've just got it. It's just very slow. It's still 0-0. 8 minutes into the match. Enzo Fernandez has gone down. He's holding his legs. This is what scares me. If a Chelsea player gets injured or they have a really bad match today, they're going to pick up the blower. I don't think Chelsea are using a fax machine. So they'll pick up the blower and they'll call Crystal Palace and they'll try and get one of our players. That's another football club. If, for example, Mark Gahey was approached or Eberezer was approached by Chelsea, of course I don't want him to leave. But Chelsea, Liverpool, I would say Manchester City as an example. The chances of them winning silverware now and next year is higher. Why go to Tottenham Hotspur or Manchester United? They're below us in the table. It just doesn't make any sense. Of course, cost and money means a lot. But I don't know if it's all right. And I just seen a replay there, but it looks like Cole Palmer nearly. Oh, Cole Palmer there, and that's it's been blocked there, but there it is. It's still 0-0 and about 6 minutes, 7 minutes into the match, and looks like Chelsea are pressing West Ham United very high up, and they're doing really well. West Ham are trying to get out of their half. Real talk. Right, going to the chats. In the chats, I have put the lineups for both Chelsea and West Ham United playing at the Bridge, and now I'm going to go into the comments here. Steve, which one did I miss? Oh my god. That one. Steve RSC in the chat says, while I'm reading that, if anyone sees the score change, please let me know, because I don't know how to keep up with the chat and then also watch the match at the same time. It's difficult. I'm trying to learn how to do it. This is what I'm saying. Steve RSC says, in 2013, Toby never win one Premier Season game and still win league. Made many changes if don't happen in competitive games. One Palace when it makes late, hoping United get one, so I can get it. So there you go. It's what it is. Steve Orsi does an amazing. He's really good at predictions. Yeah, you went for a 2-1 Palace, so you got the scoreline right for us, but you got them scored. Manchester United yesterday at Old Trafford. I was there in person, and they went at the races. Why that's the case, please go and talk to Manchester United fans. They'll know a bit more about it. But man for man, the Crystal Palace players were in all areas. We were better performing at Old Trafford, and this is not banter. This is a reality. I wouldn't have any of their players in my first team. No, wouldn't have it. Wouldn't have it. And it proved yesterday. In all positions, we were better than all their players, and that's why we came away with a clean sheet. 2 goals, which is what I predicted before the beginning of the match, and I had a wonderful day yesterday at Old Trafford as a Crystal Palace fan. I meant in 2013, and then he goes, I went for Palace 2-1, was close but not enough. Palace got a good form. Yes, away from in the Premier League, Crystal Palace has the best away form. And we haven't scored the most goals away from on our travels, but we are top of the Premier League when it comes to away form. It's the home form that has been difficult. We've only beaten Tottenham Hotspur and Southampton at Selhurst Park this season. 1-0 to Tottenham and 2-1 to Southampton. It was actually more difficult to beat Southampton than it was to beat Tottenham Hotspur. Hence why I'm saying, if I'm Mark Gahey, why would you want to go there? Go to a football club that's going to win trophies, like Liverpool, like Man City. I would say also Chelsea in that one, because Chelsea, don't underestimate Chelsea. I mean, it's 0-0 at the moment against West Ham, but they're up against a former manager in Graham Potter, and I rate Graham Potter. I don't know if anybody out there doesn't. For me, for the England job, it should be between Graham Potter and Eddie Howe, and I think Eddie Howe should tonight, as you lot are listening to me, he should be the England manager. I have no idea why the FA have gone with somebody from abroad to appoint there. I do have my ideas and views on it, but for me, it should be Eddie Howe. Pound for pound, I think he's the best experienced English manager that we've got out there at the moment. And Graham Potter's sort of just below him on pecking order, in my opinion. And why they've gone for Tuchel, it's going to be another Capello situation. But hopefully, maybe I'm wrong, and then they'll bring some silverware. And football's coming home. Coming home. But anyway, Big up to Steve RSC says, I went for 2-1 Palace, was close but not enough. Good form. Yes, he was for Palace. And then Steve says, I meant in 2013, the team won league. Whoever win one pre-season game only lets you put on as much as I had to delete some words. Yeah, I know. I have the same problems. I know I have the same problems. Like for example, when I put the lineups, I have to be very careful because I don't want to get the lineups incorrectly, and also I don't want to misspell players. Whenever I'm talking about the WSL, the Crystal Palace team in the WSL, the Crystal Palace women, and also the Crystal Palace men's team, I think it's vitally important that content creators get their names spelt correctly, pronounced correctly, because they're doing a shift out there. Paul Brady, thank you very much for tuning in. Good evening. I hope you're well. And I had a wonderful day. Yeah, big up to you, Paul Brady. I had a wonderful day yesterday at Old Trafford. I can't deny. And Steve says, I hope we have many goals. Me too, but at the moment, in 14 minutes, it's still Chelsea nil, West Ham United nil. Graham Potter there. Looks like he's containing the Chelsea entourage of attacking play on from Chelsea at West Ham. We all know that at the Bridge, Chelsea fans at the Bridge always get the VAR decisions. Always get the VAR decisions because of their jabbiness of behaviour that they got up to in transfer day, and today is the last transfer day. And then Paul Brady says, I'm going for a 3-0 Chelsea tonight. Big up to you, Paul Brady. I'm going for, if you can see it, oh, I don't know where to put it. There, it's the last one there. I'm going for Chelsea 1, West Ham United 2. And oh my God, talking of the devil, or another devil, I beg your pardon. Frank Lampard will be a better manager, says STE. Good evening, Steve. I hope you're all right. Now listen, look, this is what I'm talking about. South London and proud. Big up to you, STE. That's right. Listen, it's not just South London like this cup says. It's the whole of London. Crystal Palace show the world that going to Old Trafford, as an example, we get 3 points. And I have to reiterate, massive thank you to the Manchester United fans that just approached me while I was waiting to go into inside at Old Trafford. I don't know if they recognised me. I think they did from the channel. Big up to you, Manchester United fans out there who approached me. We had conversations about about football, and the Manchester United fans outside Old Trafford that spoke to me. They were very polite and very friendly. They know who they are, and I have a lot of. I'm sure the Manchester United fans probably don't want to look at the contents that I've got recorded, but I will upload it in due course in the next few days, so you can all see that. But yeah, thank you to those Manchester United fans outside Old Trafford before the match who approached me, and we all had a few conversations there. Yeah, it was a wonderful day. Well, I expect not for them in the end, but for me it certainly was. So thanks to those Manchester United fans. SC says Frank Lampard would be a better manager. I disagree. I think he's probably maybe better of a coach, but not as a manager. I think what Frank Lampard should try and do. I think, for example, Stevie Gerrard, he's gone up to, I think he's going to be the manager of Carlisle or something. Okay, let me break it down to you, ST. I think what Frank Lampard should do, he's got a very high IQ. He's not as a very high IQ as Stephen Fry, for example, but he's got a very high IQ in general, and I expect in football as well. But I think Frank Lampard should do what Cesc Fabregas is doing at the moment. Go to a football team like Cesc Fabregas has done. It's called, the football club is called Como. It's in Italia, in the Serie A, and learn your trade in those levels. Going in at the top end, it's too early for him. So I think that's what he should do. So I would say yes, he should be a good coach, good manager, but go in at a different level. Not at Chelsea. At Chelsea, it's too high a step for him. He's already done a little bit there, and it didn't work out to him. English, good for you. Big up to you, STE. English, good with you, lads. Ex-captain England. Yeah, Lamps. Listen, I've actually run into his father. I've never spoke to him. I don't know anyone, but I have seen his old man I'm not going to say where, but in the Chelsea and Kensington area, and there's another gentleman there, very very polite. Chelsea has plenty of winning medals. Absolutely. I mean, this is what I talk about. Um, I don't know a lot about Chelsea, but I do know enough that they're the only London football club to have won the Champions League. Why are they the only football club in London to win the Champions League? It's not good enough. I want my Palace, with Penny for the guy there, to show those Chelsea fans out there that we're better, that Crystal Palace are better. We've got a better sporting director in Dougie Freeman, pound for pound, the best sporting director, not just in the Premier League, but in Europe, in the world. We've got the best sporting director there, and we're getting deals better than you lot there in Chelsea, and we need to prove it, not by giving it all of this like the Arsenal fans, like the Tottenham Hotspur fans. I can't really say that of West Ham because West Ham 2 seasons ago they landed silverware in Europe under David Moyes. So ST there, big up to him. Paul Brady says Lampard got sacked by Everton. You do have to put a dampener. Paul Brady's like anything to do with Everton is like there you go. You can't. I can't top that. That's just that. I'll never understand, course. I won't never understand Liverpool versus Everton, and the banter that goes between both of those football clubs, between the fans, is just absolutely. I mean, they take it to another level. But that's as direct as you can get. Paul Brady says Lampard got sacked from Everton. I mean, actually, had you put a full stop after that, I can't comment. I can't better that comment. I can't better it. Lampard needs to do what Cesc Fabregas is doing in Italy. He needs to do that. Go to a team where mid at the bottom of the Premier League, or perhaps not. Go into the Championship. Just manage a few teams down there, and get yourself in order in the coaching staff. But as I say, he's got a very high IQ. And those of you who do know, yes, I think you should do that. It's still 0-0. West Ham United versus West Ham. Chelsea versus West Ham United. I'm doing three things. I'm doing the chat, I'm looking at the match, and I'm looking on my phone down here when I get the chance, and then the transfer news. It's a multitask. I'm trying to learn how to do it, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to use something that lets you pin the comments on the screen. I don't know how to do all that stuff yet, and maybe put some stuff maybe over here, and people can see whatnot. And hopefully I'll figure out how to do all that stuff. But yeah, and Paul Brady says Lampard got sacked by Everton. I can't get past that one. I can't get past that. I've got to have a little drink on that. Just have a little toast on that. And here we go. Look at the bottom of that. Made it. Where's it say? Whatever. No, it doesn't. Where you just look at the bottom of that. Made in China. No, it doesn't. Everything made at Crystal Palace is made at Selhurst Park. That's why Selhurst Park can give not just the home fans but the away fans the best, the tier 1 premium match day experience. I have nothing to do with the football club, but go to Crystal Palace, go to cpfc.co.uk. I haven't butchered that. I've got nothing to do with the football club, just a football fan. But go there, and if you're an away fan, sign up to the match day premium experience. It's a little bit more expensive than a normal ticket, but you'll get the best food, the best wine, the best beverage that you may like on the night. The service of people looking after you is top notch. They took me to Old Trafford last night, and they brought me back. We don't have any hygiene problems, unlike other football clubs ratings. We've always got the best hygiene. We've got the best food. We've got actually STE. We don't have any STDs. No, big up to you, STE. I'm going to mix my words there. You know what I mean? So if you go to the official webpage at Crystal Palace, you can upgrade your ticket to a premium matchday experience, and you get big up to Semek. I'm coming to you in the chat. I'm coming to you, and yeah. So we don't everything there. Nothing about made in China. I don't know anything about China, but all I know is that Crystal Palace, we do everything in house, and we will give the away fans the best matchday experience. Just go and check it out. Go and check it out. Best food. We eat well. We eat well. Anyway, I said that on home form. We're not doing that at the moment. It's still 0-0, 23 minutes, and Chelsea there. Um, oh, Madueke. I'll tell you something, but anyway, I haven't really spoken much about the match, to be honest, but it is only still 0-0. STE is laughing there. Big up to STE. Cheers to that. And big up to Paul Brady there in the chat as well. Semic is saying Gaziantep and Galatasaray won. So Galatasaray's winning even after letting go of Wilfried Zaha. And Morata came on the last game in the last 20 minutes. Oh, so it's Morata playing for... Oh, he did get it. I heard that there was a rumour of Morata going there. And so it looks like that's gone over the new transfer Morata. Thank you there, Semic. That's a good one, ST says there. Listen, do you know what I mean? We don't have a mice problem. Crystal Palace. I tell you, if we did have a mice problem, they'll be enjoying the football and they would be eating well. But, you know we don't have broken TVs. You're going to get me in trouble, STE. But I have to say, big up to Semic there. I know Semic says Mario Lemia is to be transferred out in hours. So there's at the moment, in the last few minutes, there's going to be players going in and out. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can in the chat. Help me get to 5 likes if you could. That would be wonderful. And also, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. If you can help me get there, that would be amazing. Ben Chilwell is completely on loan tonight. Yes, he's having the medical and all that. I'm happy with that. And yes, I know that ST. Yeah, Palace. Yeah, I know you're saying that. And listen, do you know what? As we were driving, when we left Selhurst and we went up towards Old Trafford, we actually went into the Royal Kensington in Chelsea. And I will say to people in the coaches that should we not just pull over and just tell Ben Chilwell to just jump on the coach and just come. You're ready, Simon. Just jump on the coach. Come on, we'll take you up. We'll take you up for a good game against, of course, Manchester United. I had a wonderful day yesterday at Old Trafford, and a massive thank you to the Manchester United fans that approached me outside Old Trafford. I think they recognised the channel and they recognised me, and they were all very polite, and we had a wonderful conversation. So big up to you lot. You know who you are. So big up to those Manchester United fans that were very pleasant to me yesterday. I think that was... they've had a difficult day yesterday, so big up to them, I have to say as well. But most of all, right, let's go to the chance. Oh, there's another chance there for Chelsea, and Marco Cucurella there. Oh, he just got it all wrong. Marco Cucurella, whom I don't like in particularly, but I do say he has got very good technique, in not just in the position that he plays in, but also when he goes out of position. He's very proactive, I should say, but I just don't like him. He looks like a wind-up merchant, like literally. Another descent, yeah. So that's that. It's still 0-0. 25 minutes in, Chelsea 0, West Ham United 0. With all that money spent with Enzo Maresca there at Chelsea, you think approaching the 30-minute mark, he would have been like 2 or 3 goals up, but no choice there at all. Simic is going on about the owner of Fenerbahce. Of course, he owns Fenerbahce. And they'll pay 50 million euros. Really unbelievable. All right, so there's been transfers there by the Hull City owner, and between themselves and Fenerbahce, and Semic is not happy about that. Big up to you lot. It is still Chelsea 0, West Ham United 0, and Cole Palmer there had a few half chances, in my opinion, in the first half. Better play, in my position, in the possession by Chelsea. But for me, West Ham United are set up very well, in my opinion. West Ham United have gone there. They're playing 3 at the back because they've seen how Crystal Palace are set up. For example, when we've gone to the Bricks at the beginning of the season, and they can see what is that. This is the advantage of having a manager like Graham Potter. Graham Potter, Eddie Howe, they know how to maximise, utilise the squad in depth that they have in their training sessions and transcend that into match days. Not because I say so, not because I'm a salty, maybe sometimes Crystal Palace fan talking about Chelsea or West Ham United. Go and talk to a West Ham United fan right now. Go and talk to a Chelsea, to a Newcastle United fan, and they'll tell you what they think, what they really think about Eddie Howe and Graham Potter. West Ham United have got Areola, very good goalkeeper, in their goal. They've got a three at the back with Kofel, Kilman, and Cresswell. I think that as their left back. And in the midfield, they've got a reborn player like Alwan Bissaka there on the right hand side wing, and Emerson on the left, with Susek and Irving there in the midfield pivot there, with experience and youth there as well, I suppose I will say. And up top, he's gone for Bowen. Bowen is back from that foot injury I think he had for West Ham United, and Sola and Kudus. So, but they're short in strikers. Everybody wants a striker. Chelsea not did 0-0 for a long time. I'm sure we'll see goals. Big up to you, Steve. Steve, you're jinxing it. Steve, you're jinxing it. I'm telling you, there's going to be goals in it. My prediction is Chelsea 1, West Ham United 2, because what I feel Graham Potter knows of the opposition, i.e. the squad in depth of Chelsea, and on top of that, he knows about the football club. He knows about the fabric, the identity of Chelsea, because he's been there. He's been there and done it at that football club, and he may just have a little bit of a I need to get a number down over them. But don't mistake about it. When Graham Potter was released as the manager from Chelsea, he didn't just get booted out like, get out of my pub. They didn't just say to Graham Potter, get out of my club. They didn't do that. They actually paid him a few millions. So, you know, he came out very well financially. Let's just leave it there. So that's West Ham United's lineup. For those of you who don't know, the Chelsea manager is Enzo Maresca. That is Jurgensen in goal for. Yeah, that's right, Steve. Potter's back at his former club. There's a lot going in behind the scenes. There's a lot of views on the Potter leaving Chelsea, of course, no doubt, by the Chelsea fans, the ones that paid Dane and that to go and watch and support that football club. There's also a view of, I would have thought, from Graham Potter's coaching staff and himself, because they had to look for other things. And let me have a look at that. I'm a little bit a minute ago behind, but quickly the lineup for Chelsea quickly is Reece James on the right back there. I expect he's the captain. Adara Bioyo, Colwill, Cucurella, whom I don't like, but he's technically a very good player. And in the pivot, in the midfield, they've gone for Caicedo and Fernandes. That's a no-brainer there. Do I think Jefferson Lerma at Crystal Palace is better than Caicedo? 100 million times better. So I don't know why Chelsea paid over 100 mil for Caicedo. Jefferson Lerma, who plays in that number 8 position for Crystal Palace, is 100 times better than Caicedo. I'm telling you that. Maybe a little bit biased, but I'm telling you. Jefferson Lerma, Caicedo, Jefferson Lerma, por favor. Every day. But that's what Chelsea have got for. And then you've got Madueke, Palmer and Sancho. Chelsea, for me, with Madueke on one side and Sancho on the other side, are more of a balanced side. So they're doing well there. And of course, Nicholas Jackson there in the number 9 position for Chelsea. And don't just look at Palmer as the offensive player and what he does attacking wise. Look what he also does off the ball. The lad does a shift, and he's pivotal there with the link-up play of the midfielders that are selected, of course, for Chelsea tonight, Fernandes and Caicedo. So that's the lineups there for Chelsea. No yellow cards that I can see thus far. And it's 30, I'm on 32, 33 minutes now. And it has to be said, oh, nearly. They've actually, Chelsea have got, I think there's going to be a substitution. I think there's a player down because Chelsea are not playing. Chelsea are literally playing with 10 people. What's going on? I missed something there. Nicholas Jackson, is he going to continue? Literally, Chelsea are playing with a man down. Oh no, please, if they come in for JP, like in the next few hours, I'm going to lose my plot because that's exactly what Chelsea does in the transfer window. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Help me get to 5 likes in the chat there. And Chelsea did not, no long-term opportunity. Potter back for his former club, and then Chelsea should have scored. Yes, they should have, but not. They're not as clinical in the last third, and now. Yeah, it looks like Nicholas Jackson is going to. He's received a knock there, so whether he sees the 90 minutes, I don't know. But the thing is, if you look at the net spend of Chelsea in comparison to West Ham, they're not in the same levels. So literally, Chelsea fans would feel at the bridge against West Ham, even though they're facing the likes of Graham Potter, which I deem as a very good manager. There was some Crystal Palace fans out there who were who would have considered before Oliver Glasner was appointed Graham Potter, I have to say. So, but you would have thought Chelsea fans at the bridge, they always get that. Chelsea fans always get the referee and the VAR officials go their way at the bridge. I mean, it's like literally they're playing. You know, when my Palaces go to the bridge, we're playing against the Chelsea team and we're playing against the jammy Chelsea officials that officiate for them in their matches at the bridge. Not because I'm saying that as a Crystal Palace fan, it's because that's how it is. Patrick Vieira got booked there, Oliver Glasner got booked there, going back to 1901, we always get our managers get yellow carded there because Chelsea always get the VAR and the referee decisions at the bridge. I am saying that, look into my eye. Real talk, I tell you, that's what happens. So I would have thought the Chelsea fans, with that knowledge in mind, they'll be saying to themselves, knock on wood, hello, we should be at least 2 goals up. Look how much net spend we've spent in comparison to Dame Carol Brady's West Ham United. Then it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So the Chelsea home fans will be thinking we should be 2 or 3 goals up right now. They've not made those creations. They've not made it there. Oh, big up, big up, big up to Demo One, big up to Demo 1168. Every time, big up to you and a true gentleman. Absolutely met this gentleman, an absolute legend, the legend of the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. Listen, last night I was streaming that. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. I'll tell you something. What a day. What a day yesterday. As I say, big up to Crystal Palace for taking all the Crystal Palace away fans there. And I have to say, big up before the match. I actually spoke to some of the Manchester United fans there. They were like, yes, boom, boom, you made me spill my drink. You're making me spill my drink. Boom, boom, boom. But I don't care. I'm a Palace. I don't care. Chuck the hat away. That's right. I said it. It's not just London. It's not just South London that is proud. Look at that in your eyes there. It's not just London. It's not just South London. That is red and blue. It's the whole of Manchester. That's right. I said it. I said it. I'm spilling the drink all over the place. I'm causing scenes. I'm gonna have to clean up after this, but I don't care. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta said, what was that? Jean-Philippe Mateta. What's going on? Has Chelsea made it? No, don't even think about that. But big up to you. Well, I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. Damo1168, a true gentleman out there. Oh, man, it was absolutely hilarious. I'm still buzzing from it. It's like these players, they're trying to get Tyron Mitchell. Any player at the beginning of the transfer window, I remember Tottenham Hotspur fans and Manchester United fans inquiring about perhaps Ebrieze and Mark Gahey and those likes going to Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United. Damo1168 is a real one in the chat. I'll tell you something. Why go there? If you're going to leave my Palace, go to the likes of Liverpool or Man City and get yourself some silverware. There's no difference. Maybe in the future, maybe Manchester United and Tottenham will be up there. But real talk. Boom, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. And Monsieur, and President-elect. Écoutez, mesdames et messieurs, and President-elect, Jean-Philippe Mateta, and Monsieur, Jean-Philippe Mateta, didn't just score once, he scored twice. My prediction before the match, if you look at my Instagram account or on my pre-match prediction as I was going up there, I predicted Crystal Palace to win 2-0 away at Old Trafford again. And that's exactly what the Crystal Palace manager, his coaching staff and the players gave to the Crystal Palace travelling away fans. Big up to you, Damo1168. I hope you've recovered your 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 hangover. And SD has said, breaking news: Jean-Philippe Mateta has signed a 7-year deal with what? What? No. Have they made an approach? I don't take the piss. No. Is he taking? ST is saying, breaking news. Oh, piss off. No, not to use the ST. Is it what? Breaking news: Jean-Philippe Mateta has signed a 7 medical booked. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No. Écoutez, mesdames et messieurs. No. Je m'appelle Diego C. Palace. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I swear. On the moons and the stars. Let me just read that again. What are you saying? Here we go. Mateta to Chelsea. No, piss off. No. I just told you to piss off. No, just say no. No, no. 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 Don't freeze phone. No, that can't be right. No. Is JP going to Chelsea? Oh no. Oh no. I swear. I need Chelsea to win tonight. I don't want Chelsea to have a problem tonight. So, they don't pick up the phone and do what. Now I'm worried. Big up to Demo1160. I've just seen his comment again. And SDC's breaking news. Here we go. JP to Chelsea. It's still 40 minutes in the match. Chelsea 0, West Ham United 0. And I'm just Googling here. He's a fucking. You wound me up. You've just wound me up. And you called me. No. I'm going to get you back, SDE. There's nothing on JP going to Chelsea. You're a right wind-up merchant. You broke my heart. Oh, actually, my heart's not over there. Let me just move my head over to where my heart is. Oh, my days. My heart stopped ticking there. Apparently, ST in the chat saying, breaking news. Here we go. JP to Chelsea. But that is the situation. I'm not surprised that clubs like Chelsea, clubs like Liverpool fans, clubs like Man City fans would be interested in some of our players like Adam Moulton or Ebrieze and all that, like, and Mark Gahey, etc. Because we are we're doing things right at Crystal Palace. The club's doing things right to progress the progression of the Crystal Palace players. 37-year-olds getting 7-year deals. 44. I'm retiring home. Yeah, I can play for you, Governor. I can play for you. I'm just wind up. listen, I'm not going to say to you what I got up to after the match, where I went to, and what happened, and what you know. If you know, you know. Do you know what I mean, Damo 1168? I'll tell you, you got us a plate. You know, we all have we've all got feelings, and you know what I mean. It's just wind up. It's like I can imagine the likes of Crystal Palace fans out there waking up in the morning and they say, "Who's that? Who are you?" What's her name? You know what I'm talking about. I'll say no more. And it's still 0-0. Oh, you guys are ahead of me. Oh no, please don't let it be a Chelsea, a West Ham goal, because if it's a, oh my days, let's have a look and see what happens. It is. I'm coming up to about 41 minutes. It's still 0-0. West Ham caught. Oh! It's a counter attack there by Jadon Sancho, cutting there from the left, but he just shoots wide, and it's still. I'm on 41 minutes there, and it's it's still 0-0, so I can't see any goals at the moment. Big up to everyone in the chat, and I am worried now because people in the chat are coming into the chat and they're saying that JP, Jean-Philippe Mateta, and President-elect from Crystal Palace might be poached by Chelsea. I haven't checked it. Unbelievable things. I told you that West Ham will probably win at the Bridge. We all know what the foot. Look at this. It's Jared Bowen, their veteran at West Ham United. Graham Potter has the seasoning, the salt beef seasoning over the Chelsea, over the Michelin star restaurants on the Fulham Road, on the King's Road, at the Bridge. It is West Ham United. 1 at the bridge. Chelsea fans, 0 point. 0 point. Listen, I'll tell you, I told you, lot, that Graham Potter knows the identity, the fabric, the ins and outs of Chelsea, their squad. He's levels above Enzo Maresca. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's a goal, 42. Yes, I've just seen it now. Jared Bowen, it looks like it's Jared Bowen. He has scored. Who else? And it is an absolute... now I'm getting worried. If there's any Crystal Palace fans out there, I'll be worried. If West Ham get a right little, a little spanking, if you're into that thing, whatever you're into, if you know, you know. But I'll tell you something. My prediction, look, my prediction in the chat, anyone out there, if you don't believe me, there it is. It's Chelsea 1, West Ham United 2. So I'm on course for my prediction. And I'll tell you something. West Ham United, without Jared Bowen, is like half of the team not turning up. I don't know how to explain it. I expect the only thing I can more or less explain it as is like West Ham not playing with the likes of West Ham United are going to lead. Are they going to get to half time and be winning by 1 goal there? And I tell you what a beautiful, what I call a smash and grab there goal by West Ham United. Jared Bowen, no wonder he played really well for England. I'll tell you something. I know Chelsea fans, and they're going to be absolutely fuming that at the beginning of this match, they didn't get it over the line and be at least 1 or 2 goals up against West Ham United. I cannot emphasise to you the net spend that Dame Karen Brady has at West Ham United and O'Sullivan have in comparison to what Chelsea, Bowley and Chelsea fans have at the bridge. It's not on the same levels. It's total 2 different leagues of net spend every financial year. Balance sheets are completely different levels. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1. We're into 1 minute of added time. I can't see how long we are been doing extra minutes. Big up to everyone in the chat. Please help me get to 5 likes in the chat there. If there's any Crystal Palace fans out there, it's not just South London that's proud. London is proud. It's the whole of London and the whole of Manchester added. Because we are Palace. We are Palace. Super Palace from Solus. Can you hear United sing? I can't hear it. Thing. That's right. I said it. I'm still spilling my drink all over the place. You have to do it. True fans out there. And I'll tell you something. It was absolute scenes there. Chelsea have a chance of going in top 4. I said at the beginning of the season that Chelsea, watch out, Chelsea will be a dark horse to challenge both Liverpool and City for the Premier League. I left Arsenal out of there because I just don't rate their manager. I think he's still doing his apprenticeship as a coach and as a manager. The reason why I say that, as a Crystal Palace fan with no experience on trophies, having said that, I have to do it. we just got another 3 points at Old Trafford last night. Like, it's a walk in the park. That's not banter. It's just a reality. Colwell, I'll tell you something. You know what I've noticed in this first half? Like, real talk. Hold on a minute. Let me just double check this. Yeah. I tell you what. Do you know why Chelsea are down? 1-0. I know it's a team sport, but I think that's Colwell. This is what worries me. If they would have had Mark Gahey there. Okay, now I'm getting to be worried. Now I'm going to get worried. because not only Chelsea are not scoring up top, they've got a problem in their defence still. And I have to say, do you see Chelsea without um, Trevor, um, Chebala, and without um, what's the other lad's name at Chelsea? Diassi. So Chelsea without, I will think, as a Crystal Palace fan, Chelsea in the back four. I think their ideal back four would be Reece, Trevor Chabala, Diassi, and Cucurella. That is their ideal four at the back. And without Trevor Chabala and Diassi, they look very vulnerable. And they've just given us a defender as well. I am so worried they're going to come in for Mark Gahey and JP now. Oh my God. Oh my days, I'm worried. Can someone put the clock forward? I don't want Chelsea to break to get any of our players. No, don't. No, is that true, ST? No, don't. Listen, I've had a good day yesterday. Is Chelsea just landed Mark Gahey? No, don't. No, that is a complete different conversation. Mark Gahey to Manchester United or Tottenham Hotspur in one corner, and then Mark Gahey linked to Liverpool, as an example, or to Chelsea, is a complete different equation. Chelsea will be going towards trophies, if not this season, when the European competition they're in, definitely next season. Had Chelsea signed Osimhen, not the beginning of this season, but the beginning of last season, they would be in the Champions League in the top 8. Easily with Osimhen. I'm worried here. At half time, it is Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1. They've got problems in defence and they've got problems in scoring up top. Nope, I hope so, but I'll tell you something, STE. I've got a feeling that. I'm worried. I'm worried as a Crystal Palace fan because Chelsea, a club like Chelsea, if they come calling for a player like Mark Gahey or Ebrieze or JP, as an example, it's a no-brainer for the player. It'll be right for Crystal Palace because, as you all know, Mark Gahey left Chelsea to Crystal Palace, and they have first chew at the selection of Mark Gahey leaving Crystal Palace to any other club. It's down in the contract, so that could happen. But I wouldn't hold that against Mark Gahey. He's from London. Mark Gahey, he needs to go to a club where eventually will win Champions Leagues. So I'm a bit worried with that. I know you're probably throwing a bit of banter. Please help me get to 5 likes. Chelsea should be busy tonight. Thank you very much. And that is what. ST says Chelsea should be very busy tonight, though. Many players going out on loan. So yes, we have. We've just signed a player there on loan, not just in the WSL. Big up to Laura Kominski there, getting the points against the Brighton team in the WSL yesterday, and big up to Oliver Glasner for getting those 3 points at Old Trafford. Big up to those 2 managers at Crystal Palace. And okay, let me put this out to you, anybody out there who's watching on playback or watching live. Is there a surprise that West Ham United with Graham Potter are winning 1-0 at the Bridge against Chelsea with the squad in there that they've got available to them for Enzo Maresca? It is no surprise. I don't understand West Ham. I don't understand Chelsea, but I've seen my team this season play against both of these sides, and I'll tell you something. With Graham Potter on that dugout, with his team, West Ham United, at the Bridge, with the likes of Jarrod Bowen back for West Ham, it's a complete different conversation into what they had before when they weren't winning anything. I'll tell you something. I'm starting to get worried. I mean, I know I predicted West Ham to win 2-1 at the Bridge, so an away win. But I'm worried that, as ST says in the chat, Chelsea will be pressing. If there's a panic button at the Bridge, if at the Bridge they're still using their old fax machine, they're probably pressing the red button right now. Panic, panic. get this player in, get this player out, and I'm worried. I'm like, seriously, what's the time? It's coming up to 9 o'clock. What time is that? Is it 11 o'clock when the transfer window finishes? Or is it at 12 o'clock? Is it at midnight? I don't know. Please help me get to 5 or 10 likes in the chat. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And a massive thank you again for Crystal Palace for taking me, the officials for Crystal Palace, not just me, but all the Crystal Palace away fans yesterday, making sure that we all get there safely and got back safely. I had a wonderful day at Old Trafford, so big up to the staff. You know who you are at Crystal Palace, who made sure the away fans had a wonderful day out. And a massive thank you as well to while I was waiting before before I went into Old Trafford, there was a few Manchester United fans that approached me. I presume it's because they recognised the channel, and yeah, we had a few words, and it was really polite of them to just come up to me and say hello. So much respect to those Manchester United fans. I probably this morning they've got a bit of a hangover. Like, oh no, what are their club doing to them? But big up to them. They know who they are. And if you are watching, thank you very much for doing that, having a conversation with me before the match. I really appreciate that. Also, right, okay, now I'm looking at the lineups here. Let's concentrate a little bit with Chelsea West Ham. We've got a few minutes before they come out for the second half. I will take off Nicholas Jackson and bring on Christopher Nkunku because he's received a knock. And I will bring Trevor Chabala on for Co-Will. And if I was a Chelsea manager, and switch it to a three at the back. I know Enzo Maresca won't do that. But I think the reason why Trevor Chabala is on the bench is because he had an injury last time. In the previous match. I think it was a head injury as well. So they're clearly there's something there. But I'm sorry, Co-Will has made mistakes today in the defence for Chelsea. And this is what I'm talking about. Caicedo and Fernandes, good midfielders there in the pivot for Chelsea. But if they play in the number 8 position, I wouldn't rate either of them better than my Jefferson Lerma, a Colombiano, that plays in the number 8 position for Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace. We have a better number 8 than Chelsea. Listen to that statement, Chelsea fans out there. At Crystal Palace, we have a better number 8 and Jefferson Lerma. We have a better midfielder as well. Doesn't play number 8, plays alongside Jefferson Lerma in Will Hughes. We've got Adam Walton. The squad in depth that we've got in our midfield gives protection from that three at the back that Oliver Glasner plays in the transition from defence to attacking mode and vice versa. It's not an easy technique to have and to learn as a squad, as a team. But for me, Jefferson Lerma and Will Hughes, or Jefferson Lerma and Adam Walton are levels better than Caicedo and Fernandes. I'm just putting it out there, Chelsea fans out there. That's how I view it. And now I'm worried. They might even come in for Jefferson Lerma. Oh my God. Oh my God. If Chelsea get linked to any of my Crystal Palace fans today, any Crystal players, I'm going to lose my nut. I mean, because they have got the jamminess to be able to pick up the phone and do some madness. Absolute madness. But at half time at the moment, I can confirm that it is still Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1. It's still half time. And listen, Eddie Howe, Graham Potter, one of those two gentlemen should be the manager of England right now. And there's proof of it. There's proof of it on the pitch. All right, this is quite an interesting point. I don't know if anyone knew. Please help me get to 5 or 10 likes in the chat. If you could, that would be wonderful. And please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Is that still... Big up to ST in the chat as well to say that João Philippe Mateta was linked to Chelsea tonight. I was like about to have not just a heart attack, but an LCL injury at the same time. Like literally, I was like, come on, no, please, no. It's still Chelsea nil, West Ham United 1, and unbelievable scenes there. Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna. Chelsea should be busy tonight. Yeah, they will be. I'm just checking all the other transfer windows, whatnot's going on. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Um, let me try and get. Is it? Where happened to their headphones? I don't know what I've done with my headphones. Why do I always do that? Before the match, I always misplace the headphones. I need to find the location for the headphones and just leave it there after I finish the match, so I can always find. I've no idea where they are. Does anyone know where I put my headphones for the tablet? Oh my god! Right, okay. I suppose the commentary doesn't matter. I'm here to do the commentary, I suppose. But I've been talking about other matters. It's difficult. I can't multitask, but it's just. Please help me get to 5 likes in the chat, and please help me get to 10. And thank you very much, everyone, for the support to the channel recently. Thank you very much, those Crystal Palace fans and Manchester United fans that I met yesterday at Old Trafford. They're both sets of fans, absolutely amazing. A lot of you, you know who you are. Thank you very much. You made the occasion even more special. I'm kind of used to it. I'm not bantering now. It's not even banter because I don't need to. Just look at the table. The table doesn't lie in the Premier League. When we when the when we're going against Tottenham Hotspur, the likes of and Manchester United, I expect my Crystal Palace players to come away with 3 points. Anything less is unacceptable, and that's what they did yesterday. They delivered 3 points, and I predicted Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 2. I got it absolutely spot on, because of how Oliver Glasner, his staff, and the players are doing, and the Crystal Palace away support. Not because I was there, but we have the best away fans in the world. Real talk. Chelsea. Right, let's have a look and see what's going on, whatnot. Still half time there. Yeah, they're just doing the adverts at the moment, so we just have to wait and see. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can tonight. It is West Ham United 1. I said yesterday, or the last time I was live, and as I'm saying today, Graham Potter in the dugout there for West Ham United versus Chelsea at the Bridge. He has the advantage. He has the psychological advantage. He has the ability to understand the fabric, the identity of Chelsea there, because he's done the #1 job out there. He knows about their players because most of them are actually his players. When he was there, they brought them in for him. I have to say, if you look at what Dame Karen Brady net spent at West Ham United in comparison to what Chelsea have been spending, net spend, not in the last financial year, but in the last 2 financial years, it's the level. It's like I can't even fit it into the camera angle. The levels are different. But am I surprised that West Ham United are at the Bridge right now before the kick off for the second half, with Graham Potter in charge, with the likes of Joe Bowen playing for them again at West Ham? It's so important for them. They need to wrap him with cotton wool. Um, are they're leading 1-0 at the beginning of the second half? Am I surprised to see that? Absolutely not. Because pound for pound, they've got a very good English manager, whom I think should be the England manager. The one I think should be ahead of him as the England manager right now, it should be Eddie Howe. 100%. What do I know? What do I know about football? I just don't understand why they're giving millions and millions to a manager from abroad when we've got good people. Yes, I know that there's probably signed contracts and all that. Ain't fair. They have a wizard as a manager. Ain't fair. Literally, I mean, Graham Potter. I've lost all my props. I can't find my headphones. I can't find my props. Aha, aha. Big up to you, STE. Just a moment. I don't want to get up. I was comfortable then. Oh my God. There you go. There you go. There you go. I made it back. There you go. There's my little Graham Potter, or shall I say Harry Potter magic wand. Oh, actually, you know what? I should really put in that as a hashtag, um, Harry Potter, because that's a big following. No, maybe not. But Graham Potter has the Harry Potter wand at the bridge, and I'm not surprised at. And I'll tell you something. I noticed, and I mentioned it earlier on, that the Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca, about a few months ago, he was bigging up the strikers of the previous club where he used to manage, and I'm thinking that's gonna really piss off the strikers, like Nicholas Jackson and Kuka and all those lot. Why are you picking up the strikers in other clubs where you used to manage? Absolutely, Enzo Maresca has been taken to the cleaners by Graham Potter. And as I say, if you look at the balance sheet of West Ham United, if you look at the balance sheet of Chelsea in the last 2 financial years, if not going back 3 financial years, including the one that we're in right now, financial years, that tells you a lot. Just go and look at that, because it's all publicly available. Right. You don't want to sit on that. Sit on what? On the. Listen. Let me tell you something. ST. The least of your worries concern at the moment is what kind of lubricant or what kind of device people out there use. Like real talk. Why are you taking it there? ST? There's no reason. There's that Jared Bowen there, and he's there with his West Ham players there. I'll tell you something. STE, listen, let's not get into lubricants. Let's not get into devices. We've all got needs. All I've got to say to you, STE in the chat, and any other Chelsea fans out there, big up to you. And I'll tell you something. I, as a Crystal Palace fan, I am not surprised to see Graham Potter with his Harry Potter magic wand out there doing the bits out there. And one of his magic spells that Graham Potter has is Bowen. Chelsea haven't got an answer to that spell. Here we go. They've kicked off. Please give him the like and subscribe. You guys are probably ahead of me. If you do see something whatnots and shenanigans going on, please say. And here we go. They're going off, and it's all. And there's a kick-off there, and then the ball's back there. If you do see something that happens, by all means, put it in the chat. And I don't mind if you guys are ahead. Is West Ham United on the attack straight away after the second half. Sorry, and the ball goes into the penalty area, and there is an opportunity. Oh, that could have been West Ham 2. That should have been West Ham 2 up. What is going on, Chelsea fans, in your defence? Why don't you have Marco Corella giving too much space there to the West Ham United winger there, and on the left post there? Oh, West Ham United fans, they probably think they should be 2-0 out there. I'll tell you something. Why is Trevor Chavela not playing? And you're not signing my Mark Gahey. You're not signing my Jean-Philippe Mateta. You're not signing Adam Moulton. You're not signing Daniel Munoz or Jefferson. My Jefferson Lerma at Crystal Palace is better than Caicedo. Real talk. Oh. See, Chelsea players just been pushed off the ball there. Enzo Maresca has been shown one, literally, by Graham Potter. You see, now he hasn't got that little sucking the teeth smirk that he has, Enzo Maresca. He's now looking a bit worried because he's up against a very good English manager in Graham Potter, in my opinion. Enzo, Nicholas Jackson on the ball. I'm on 46 minutes, coming on 47 minutes. Oh, ball into the penalty area. Enzo Fernandez in the penalty area. Why wasn't Madueke in the 6-yard box area? You're Chelsea fans. You're missing a Didier Drogba. You're missing a Diego Costa. Enzo Fernandez is saying, why isn't Madueke up there in the 6-yard box area, ready to pounce on any ball that goes in? Do Chelsea players actually want to win this match? This has to come from their manager, Enzo Maresca, that before was bigging up the strikers from his former club, when he should be bigging up the strikers that he's got. He shouldn't have time to talk about strikers from his former club. He should be saying to the media, I haven't got time to talk about the previous club or the previous players. I've got too much work to do with my players right now. And that tells me he's got a bit of arrogance about him. And he's been shown out right now. He's actually been taken to the cleaners. By Bowen and by Graham Potter with his magic wand. Cucurella on the ball. Cucurella on the ball on the left-hand side here. Playing a bit more centrally now, actually. Reece James toting there on the ball. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. It is still West Ham United 1 away at the Bridge, Chelsea 0. This is Madueke on the ball. Madueke on the ball. And the Chelsea players are pushed off the ball so easily. They lose possession so easily. It's not even funny. Madueke, there's just too easily being pushed off the ball. That will infuriate Chelsea fans that I know of. You're playing against West Ham and you get pushed off the ball and all you can do is moan to the referee, oh, I need a free kick here. Don't moan. Get up and push the other player. When I used to play back in my heyday, if you got pushed off the ball, at half-time, the manager will say to you, get out there and push them back. Push them back. Don't complain to the referee. If you're taking it, give it back. And the Chelsea players are not up to that right now, hence why they're losing 1-0 at the Bridge. And this is not the first time this happened this season. They know what the Fulham fans and the Fulham players did to them at the Bridge. They know what Crystal Palace players did at the Bridge earlier on in the season. We dropped 2 points at the Bridge, Crystal Palace fans. Real talk, and our players. Enzo Maresca is getting shown out here by Graham Potter with his magic wand. This Palmer on the ball coming in deep in the midfield. Madueke on the ball on the right-hand side. He's getting pushed off the ball too easily. He gives it back to Cole Palmer here on 49 minutes, 50 minutes, and he has a shot. Cole Palmer is actually now shooting from 15 yards outside the penalty area of West Ham United. They'll defend that until the cows come home. Real talk. 15 minutes on the clock here, and that's Enzo Maresca. Enzo foul there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. I think there's a substitution coming on. Enzo Maresca looks like a bunny rabbit in headlights. Or a deer in headlights. He's got his hand in his pockets. Listen, Enzo Maresca, take your hands out of your pockets. Get yourself a little notebook, a little pencil, and make some notes and make some changes. Because at the moment, you're getting shown, you're getting done over, and the opposition are not even using lubricant. Real talk. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. And here comes Wan-Bissaka on the ball for West Ham United. Flick ball into the penalty area, and West Ham United. And Cresswell, the ball gets saved, but he takes a pick there on 51 minutes there. Cresswell there having a shot on Chelsea. Chelsea about to do a double substitution on, and Enzo Maresca looks to put Enzo Maresca with his hands in his pockets. His team are losing at the Bridge. He has got a double substitution coming off, and Nicholas Jackson coming off, and he's you know what? Enzo Maresca has got no nothing there. He's just taken off Sancho. Chelsea not winning this. Chelsea not getting back in this. They're not balanced enough. They're not as an attacking force with Sancho, without Sancho on the left hand side. Neto is it, and I'm sorry, no, No, I know Enzo's a good player, good youngster, good prospect of him. But Pedro Neto, no, no, I don't see it. I don't see Chelsea fans. Sorry, I know there might be some Chelsea fans in the chat, but I don't see Chelsea coming back now. All that money spent. I feel like getting the guitar and start playing Dire Straits. Money for nothing. Money for nothing. That's what Enzo Maresca is all about. They're so well organised off the ball, West Ham United. And when they win the ball back, they have about 3 or 4 pages. And here on 52 minutes, coming out of 52 minutes, Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. Enzo, Wan-Bissaka cuts the ball into the penalty area. Kudus for West Ham onto the back post. And Reece James managed to get the ball out. Half clearance there by Chelsea. That will infuriate the home Chelsea fans. And here is West Ham United. And here is they are absolutely teaching Chelsea players a lesson at the bridge. And there you go. The referee gives a decision. The referee gives a decision. Bowen is having a go at the referee. And Bowen is having a go at the referee. And there you go. The only way that Chelsea can get on the offensive against the defensive play of West Ham United is to get a refereeing decision, a jamming refereeing decision at the bridge. It doesn't change in the past, it doesn't change now, and it doesn't change in the future. All right? They booked Patrick Vieira when he was our manager at the bridge. He put our Crystal Palace manager, Roy Hodgson, at the bridge, and they've booked Oliver Glasner at the bridge as a Crystal Palace player manager. Here is the ball with Chelsea on 54 minutes. It's like James on the ball. No, I don't see them getting anything out of this without Jadon Sancho on the pitch. And Enzo Fernandez there fouling the West Ham player. Now it's a free kick for. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, he just body checked a West Ham player off his feet. That's a foul. Should have got a yellow card. It's true, though. It's true. If that would have been a Crystal Palace defender, Mark Gahey, body checking on a build-up offensive take by Chelsea at the bridge, Mark Gahey would have got a yellow card. But Enzo Fernandez, he doesn't get a yellow card at the bridge. That's what I'm talking about. There's no consistency there. West Ham United there, Graham Potter there with his magic wand. He's put a spell. And his winning spell there is Bowen for West Ham United. Enzo Maresca has still got his hand in his pockets. Look at Graham Potter. Graham Potter's on this touchline, giving direction, not shouting, but giving directions to his players on the pitch. And Enzo Maresca is on his touchline at the bridge, and he's got his hands in his pocket. I say no more on that matter. Real talk. I am on 55 minutes. And here comes West Ham United on their Chelsea can't get out of their half right now. West Ham United here. Croswell crossing the ball out to the left-hand side. Oh, Emerson. That's a foul on Emerson. And the travelling West Ham United fans are saying that was a foul. Please hit a like. Help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 5 or 10 likes if you can in the chat. That'll be wonderful. It is watch along for Chelsea versus West Ham United. Graham Potter has got his magic wand out and he's doing a spell, and he's using the magic spell of Bowen, his captain, on Chelsea at the bridge, and Enzo Maresca all match long. He's got his hands in his pockets, and it's telling. He's doing a number. He's doing a number. And here is West Ham United have pegged back Chelsea in their half, and they're coming on their attack, and there's a foul. These Chelsea players, he should get a yellow card. Casado's just received a yellow card. He is he's not a better number 8 than our Jefferson Lerma at Crystal Palace. My Jefferson Lerma is worth, if Casado is worth to Chelsea 100 mil, My Jefferson Lerma in the number 8 position at Crystal Palace, he's worth 200 mil. Real talk. Real talk. Listen, I put my Jefferson Lerma over the Liverpool fans, over those Liverpool players. Real talk. I'm doing it with chest. He's better than McAllister. He's better than Schlobberstein. Oh, shit. Even though the signs come down, I'll never mind. I'll get that up in a minute. There's a free kick now, and also a yellow card for Reece James. This referee is handing out the cards to the Chelsea players at the bridge. I've never seen that. Seen going back to 1901. I have not seen that. And oh, he went for goal. Oh, just get it on target. And Cresswell from that free kick, very cheeky. The goalkeeper was off his line. No, he's never going to beat him from there. And the home fans from Chelsea at the bridge, I can hear them moaning because of the performance of their players. Why didn't Trevor Chabot start? That's on Enzo Maresca. He's taken on Nicholas Jackson and this is West Ham. West Ham are going to they're going to get a second goal here, oh, that's a penalty. Oh, no, it's not. Bowen is man of the match. He's Bowen. Oh, Bowen deserves a goal for West, and it's still West Ham United. Oh, and I'll tell you something. Bowen was fouled. That should be a West Ham United penalty. And this is Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Cucurella heads out. This is on 58 minutes, and it's Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1. Chelsea can't get out of their own penalty area, let alone their own half. West Ham United. Madueke on the ball now on the counter-attack for Chelsea. Chelsea, big up to Shea Arsenal. Good evening. And this is Palmer. West Ham United are spanking the Chelsea fans at the bridge. And this is Cole Palmer here. The referee slipped over on 58 minutes. And this is Neto on the ball in the penalty area in West Ham. And it's a counter-attack play. They can't get past the West Ham defence. Big up to Shea Arsenal. I hope you're well. Big up to you. I hope you're good. And yes, Cole Palmer there. And the referee, Madueke, fouled the referee. Look at that. Madueke has just fouled the referee. And he doesn't get a yellow card. If that would have been a Crystal Palace player fouling the referee, the Crystal Palace player would have been sent off. Real talk. It was off the ball as well. Big up to Shea. Arsenal's 5-1 winner by Man City. Yes, you were right. I was totally wrong. I predicted your team to lose, and you got a result. Not just a result, a statement result. Real talk. I have to say, I met some of the Manchester City away fans at the service station on the way up to Old Trafford to go and collect my 3 points. And the Manchester City fans that I met, they'll be disappointed with their performance. Reece James is coming off. They've taken off Sancho. They've taken off Nicholas Jackson. They didn't start the match here at the bridge with Trevor Chabot. I'm worried now that when West Ham are going to get a second goal. I'll guarantee you. Not because I predicted them, and not because I predicted it, but because I'm saying, real talk, that for me, Chelsea are going to panic now. As ST said in the chat, right now, the panic button has been pressed at the bridge on that fax machine. And I'm worried that they're going to come in for JP, Mark Gahey, and Ebrieze. Oh, my God, they're going to ruin my night tonight. These Chelsea fans, they're going to ruin my night. Big up to Shea Arsenal. I hope you're well. Yes, you're Man City 5-1. Oh, yes. Big up to you, Shea Arsenal. Thank you very much for putting that in. Shea Arsenal in the chat. Thank you very much, Shea Arsenal. I can't tell you how much that means. Shea Arsenal in the chat says, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here. And get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, Shea Arsenal, for doing that. You know what? That, and big up to Steve there, reminding people of the likes, saying 4 likes. Both of you to putting those 2 comments in there means more than going to Old Trafford and getting 3 points. Real talk. Thank you very much. That means a lot. You don't understand how much that means. So thank you very much, you two, for doing that. Right, let's not get emotional. Let's not get teary. And there's a ball into the back post, and it goes for a corner for. I know it's not a Cuckoo, and Cuckoo then forever, and it's still 0. Chelsea 0, West Ham United 1. I'm worried, and William, Agent William, is in the audience, and he's sitting amongst 2 young ladies. They're probably his family there, And Agent William is there. And big up to you, ST. I'm coming to it. I'm coming to it. This is a goal keep here, 62 minutes. And please hit a like and subscribe at JLC Palace. I tell you what, Graham Potter has got his his magic wand out, and he's telling the Chelsea home fans what not. Please hit a like and subscribe at JLC. Oh my God, thank you for getting me to 5 likes. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. Big up to you, STE, and Shay Arsenal and STE. I don't know how to pin. I can't with the device I'm doing. I can't pin your comments. I think the device I got is too old and it's not updated the app for the studio, so that's why it doesn't give me that option. But Shay Arsenal says, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here and get this channel to 2K. Oh man, I can't, you know what I mean? And big up to Steve's mentioning the 4 likes. Thank you two for doing that. And here is 63 minutes, and here is Chelsea now, just managing to get out their half, and I am on 63 minutes, and it's here we go. Has the substitution made any impact? And Neto on the ball, Neto on the ball. He flicks the ball in. Oh, there is. Oh no, it's not. And there it is. Oh, there was 2 loose balls. And on the third attempt, there he goes. The celebration there by Neto, telling people like me to shush up. And Neto pulling it back. The natives. That's Neto doing this. Not to me, not to rival fans, but to his own fans, because they were not happy with their performance. The audacity of the man. And I think there's a foul on Bowen on the build-up to that. This is what I'm talking about. Jammy refereeing decision. Bowen gets chopped up in the Chelsea area, and then Chelsea go to the other end and get an equaliser. This is exactly what happens to Crystal Palace players at the bridge, and it's happened to West Ham players. But their defending was terrible there. Oh no, he bit the goalkeeper in his near post. He won't be happy with that. And big up to ST. He says goal 1-1 Pedro Neto. And it was a pinball situation there, and the goalkeeper was running across to the edge. Steve Morris says, yeah, it's a goal and it counts. There should have been a foul on Bowen. Oh, there's offside. VAR. It's Cucurella. I think Cucurella is offside. I think Cucurella's offside. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Way offside. Is he interfering with the goal now? If there was a touch on the ball, I think is it offside? Does it count? Oh my days. Oh my days. That's offside. That's offside, I think. But they can't prove. I bet you this goes to Chelsea's way. They're trying to determine if there was a touch before Cucurella, because Cucurella is clearly offside. Clearly offside. VAR is taking long. Yes, you're right, STE. I guarantee you that Chelsea will get VAR decisions go their way at the bridge. I guarantee you. Even before dating back to 1901, Chelsea have always had. I'm sorry, that's offside. But I bet you the goal stands. I bet you the goal stands. If Cucurella didn't have a big barnet, he would have been onside. I'm going to look at it again. For me, I think... is it a stand? What's happening? They're having a look. I think they're going to be all right. You see what I mean? What did I tell you before? That when it comes to VAR decisions, first of all, if you play it back, Bowen was fouled in the Chelsea half, and then there was a counter attack, and it's given us a goal. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Chelsea fans always get the VAR decisions at the bridge. They gave Patrick Vieira, our Crystal Palace manager, a yellow card. They gave Roy Hodgson a yellow card at the bridge, and they gave Oliver Glasner. That's a foul on Bowen. How is that not a foul on Bowen? That is co-will. How is co-will? Oh my days! Co-will fouled Bowen. Enzo Fernandez gets a yellow card. Cole Palmer's getting a yellow. He's no cold now. He's on heat right now. Unbelievable scenes. Please help me get to 10 likes in the chat. Big up to STE says, goal stand. Yes, you're right. And I know I'm being salty about it, but I'm sorry. Chelsea fans out there, are you going to tell me that that wasn't a foul on Bowen on the lead up to the match? And apparently it's because it happened so much time before against the play. No. And here is West Ham United. My prediction is Chelsea 1, West Ham United 2. At the moment on 67 minutes is Chelsea 1, West Ham 1. And don't get me wrong, I don't want my prediction to go wrong. But in another way, I want kind of Chelsea to nick a result out of this because I'm worried that they'll pick up the phone and get Mark Gahey, Ebery Eze and Jean-Philippe Mateta all in the next few hours. And Steve says 1-1 on my prediction. I'm on very well. Big up to Steve. His head and he's on heat right now. Jesus. Oh, West Ham called it out. Oh, big up to ST. He says he's on heat right now. Jesus. Amen. 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 Amen to that. Amen to that. Big up to ST there. I'm telling you there. Please hit a like and subscribe at JLC Palace there. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you before and I'll tell you again. I'll tell you something. It is Chelsea 1, West Ham United 1. I'm coming up to 69 minutes and there's a corner coming in. Bowen has been fouled and Jamie Chelsea got a VAR decision and they equalised. And wasn't that a handball? This is West Ham on a breakaway and he's got the ball. It's getting a bit West Ham United with the ball in. Oh! How did they not equalise? How did they not equalise? Oh my God, he just had the goal to beat. That's Kudus. How did Kudus not get a winning goal, the 2-1? That would have been my prediction. There, no, he's offside. He's offside. He's offside. It wouldn't have stood as offside. But look at the vision from West Ham United. That should have been West Ham 2. Chelsea 1, West Ham 2. But they would have been offside. Big up to people in the chat. Big up to ST, as he said, is on heat right now. Real talk. With that Barnett, Jesus. Big up to you. Listen, I don't criticise Cucurella for his hair Barnett. Not really. He's just a wind-up merchant on the pitch. I'm sure professional football players out there, he's like a... I'm sure he's just, to me, comes across as a wind-up merchant. I just don't like players like that. But technically, he's actually a very technical, very good player as a left-back. And he can cause trouble in other positions as well. I'll give him that, but that's about all. But I don't like him. And Enzo Fernandez there kicks the ball back to the goalkeeper. And I'm sorry. The on-field referees missed a foul on Bowen. And because they've missed that, they go saying that basically... So what is the linos doing? What is the assistant referees doing on the matches? What was the referee doing? They're saying now the reason why Bowen's foul wasn't taken into consideration after the fact that Chelsea scored was because he was too far back. Hello? Is the referee paying attention? Is the lino, the assistant referee, paying attention? What's all that about? It proves my point that the jamminess of Chelsea fans always get the VAR decisions at that. I'll tell you something. I used to work with West Ham fans and with Chelsea fans, and they'll be discussing that all back there. Chelsea won. West Ham United won. Coming up to 72 minutes. Please help me get to 10 likes in the chat. I will be discussing the transfer window. My heart attack earlier on because ST mentioned that JP was rumoured to go to Chelsea. Oh my days. Boom. Mateta's in the room. You're jealous of this paella. No, it's not. I'm not jealous of only paella. Listen. Let's have a look and see what's going on here. I'll tell you what. Has Graham Potter magic wand Is he going to do another spell against Chelsea at the Bridge? I'm on 72 minutes. Chelsea won. West Ham United won. And this is... And please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And let's have a look and see. I don't know what's happened to Cole Palmer. He's been very heated in his conversations with the referee, and that's why he was given a duly yellow card. That's Cole Palmer about 10 minutes ago. He's a bit hot underneath the collar, so maybe someone should chuck a bucket of water over Cole Palmer and pull his finger out, and maybe he should get a goal back for his team. But here comes Chelsea on the counter-attack. Chelsea on the right-hand side here, and here comes the ball on the right-hand side for Chelsea. Ball gets whipped in. The ball switched to the other side. And Cuckoo, sorry, Madueke. And now the ball comes over to the right hand side. And this is 1 against 2. Gusto. Ball goes up. Cucurella knocks it back into the penalty area. Header out. Cole Palmer has 2 touches, has 3 another attempt, and they block Cole Palmer. Someone needs to chuck a bucket of cold water over Cole Palmer because he's already got a yellow card, giving it all the lip to the referee. And here is a good tackle in there in the midfield area. And Neto on the right-hand side, he crosses the ball into the penalty area. And no one's there. Cucurella's on the left-hand side. He's their left back and he's up there at the top. And it's like the man over, and there is the ball, and this is Chelsea. Ball's in. Oh, Cole Palmer! Cole Palmer's he got a deflection. Oh my days! How did he do that? How did Cole Palmer just score that goal for Chelsea against all the colour? He was hot underneath the collar. He got a yellow card for giving it all the lip to the referee, and he just pocketed Wan-Bissaka in his pocket. Oh, let me have a look at that. I think that was a mistake by Wan-Bissaka. Cole Palmer is ice cold. Oh my God. Let's have a look at this again. Cucurella gets the ball there. Cole Palmer gets it outside the penalty area. He comes in. He crosses it. Oh, it's an own goal. It's a cross. No, it's not a goal. He didn't shoot. So big up to STE. He goes, Wan-Bissaka. Ex-Crystal Palace players just scored for Chelsea. The jamminess of Chelsea fans out there. And look at Enzo Maresca. He's celebrating like he orchestrated that. It was all tactical. It's what they did in their training ground. Wan-Bissaka's just scored for Chelsea. An own goal. And the Chelsea manager, Enzo Maresca, is skinning teeth out there saying, yeah, it was us who did it. Come on. Against the run of play there. Big up to STE Lone. Oh, gee. Wan-Bissaka. But that's credit to Cole Palmer. Look at that run down there. Oh, he's been just chopped up there. Okay, now, has West Ham got enough in their locker to bring it back to a 2-2? I got my prediction right, scoreline, but I got it wrong. We are Charity FC right now. Do you know what, STE? I was thinking you and me are on the same wavelength. And I'm just thinking, every time Chelsea go ahead in the Premier League, home or away, they don't go for that killing, that deafening second goal, 2-goal cushion. Double substitution now for West Ham United. Graham Potter with his magic wand. And I'm on the same wavelength of STE there, real talk, because I'm thinking, will Chelsea now not go for a third goal and completely look to close-up shop and then absolutely bottled it? Chelsea are vulnerable when they go ahead a goal up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just saying that's a reality. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And it is what it is. Right. I'm on 77 minutes. A free kick coming in there for Chelsea. Oh, how is that not the Chelsea third goal? Oh, but they dealt with it. And Chelsea, that's a foul on the West Ham player. How is the Chelsea players asking for a corner there when it's a foul? Good defending by West Ham United. Good save by the goalkeeper for West Ham United. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. And if you can, please help me get to 10 likes if you can tonight. During this, I was supposed to be talking about the previous match at Old Trafford, talking about the transfer window, and doing this at the same time, but it's difficult to do that. This is a very good game between Chelsea at the Bridge against West Ham United. And as per usual, I said before, and I'll say it now, and I'll say it until the last day. Chelsea always get the refereeing decisions and the VAR decisions at the Bridge. Real talk, and that's what happened because Bowen was fouled clearly on the run up to that Chelsea goal, and it is what it is. It is absolutely. Like and subscribe if you like. Listen, I am not going to change my attire. I am not a performing seal, and I'm not a performing star out there. I don't, as you can see, I don't do earrings. I don't do makeup. I don't do any of that nonsense. So sorry, ST. I can't help you there. I can't help you there, son. I can't help you there. Oh, ma'am, I don't know what you, wherever you are, a ma'am or a sir, I can't help you there. But I can tell you now, Chelsea Palmer. Oh, Cole Palmer nearly scored there. Cole Palmer's got the ice coldness of back of him again now. Somebody has chucked a bucket of cold water out there. ST says like and subscribe. Yes, yeah, like that's right. And I have to say how I thought that Cole Palmer nearly scored the third goal for Chelsea. Please help me get to 10 likes in the chat if you are new. The ball did hit side netting, and maybe that's why the crowd was shouting about it. Please keep hitting the likes and the hello. Yeah, I'm laughing too. But I tell you what, Chelsea fans won't be laughing for any minute long because every time they lead in a Premier League match, whether it's at home or away, they always concede. There you go. There you go. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just saying it because it's a reality. And the home crowd at the Bridge right now is as quiet as a library. This is a library. That's what we were singing to the Manchester United fans yesterday at Old Trafford. The Crystal Palace fans. We were singing it to the Manchester United fans. This is a library. This is a library. Because it was. We had the better players on the pitch, man for man. I wouldn't change none of them for any of their players. Without any banter, we were a better team all around. Right. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is 80-minute mark. Chelsea 2, West Ham United 1. And can West Ham United, in the last 10 minutes of normal time, pull it back there for... to make an equaliser? My prediction is completely going out the window now. If you can, please help me get to 10 likes in the chat. And if you're watching on playback, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace or live if you are new. It's a jammy VAR decision. Wan-Bissaka is an own goal. The cross from Cole Palmer was never going into the goal. It was just the stretching foot from Wan-Bissaka. So it is what it is. I think there's 2 more goals in this match. I don't know who's going to score the next one. Of course, if Chelsea will score their 3rd goal, that should be, job done. There's Graham Potter on his touchline, waving his magic wand, and it is. I'm on 81 minutes, coming up to 82 minutes, and he hasn't really got. He's done the double substitution, Graham Potter, but I don't think he's got enough squadding left to bring in like a £60 million striker on. He hasn't got that. They've got a striker that is injured, Antonio. I hope he recovers well following that horrendous car accident. Shots on target is 20 to Chelsea, 10 by West Ham. And here is West Ham United here on the attack in the penalty area. Kudus should really have made it 2 to West Ham earlier on. He had a clear on header and he missed a goal. and he didn't score. Good movement there by West Ham on the right-hand side. Kudus trying to cut in. Just shoot. Anything can happen. He's a good player, Kudus, but just use your initiative and score more. Please get to me to 10 likes if you can in the chat. That would be wonderful. And just going to have a little drink. Oh, my finger's falling down. It's the Crystal Palace women's team. Big up to the Crystal Palace for doing that. Oh, it's falling down. I don't know where to put it. There we are. I'll leave it there. There you go. There you go. Right. It is still Chelsea 2, West Ham United 1. This kind of helps me as a Crystal Palace fan, because that means with this result, with Chelsea getting 3 points, my Crystal Palace are closer to West Ham in the table, and also they won't pick up the panic button, Chelsea, and get the likes of Jean-Philippe Mateta, Mark Cahill, Nebri Eze, or Daniel Munoz, or Jefferson Lerma. For me, Jefferson Lerma at Crystal Palace is better than Caicedo all day long. And Cucurella's just been chopped up there by Wan-Bissaka. Good goal kick there by Chelsea. Oh, is that really a foul? Cucurella's limping because his team is losing now. He's just pretending to be injured. He's just playing the game. Big up to SC. Wiseman keeping in that picture in the plastic. STE, you're going to get yourself banned from this channel one of these days. I'll tell you something. STE, I'll tell you. I'm thinking of what you're thinking, and no, you don't do that. You're going to get yourself banned. You're on a yellow card. You're about to get a yellow card, maybe even a red card. No, don't. Just leave them alone. Don't leave the Crystal Palace women's team alone. But you get yourself into trouble. There's some fans out there. Unbelievable. This is Cole Palmer going to take the corner for Chelsea. Look how long it's taken him to get himself over to the corner flag, because his team now is winning 2-1. He's such a wind-up merchant, that Cole Palmer. Real talk. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Help me get to 10 likes if you can, and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. That would be wonderful. I still have all the content to update. No, I'm not even going to encourage you. I'm not going to encourage you, but I know you and I just hope, I think, I don't even want to think about it. You just taking it to where it shouldn't go. Be very careful, because I'm very protected of the Crystal Palace women's team. You're going to get it. Look into my eye. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do that. Just thinking. No, don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. I'm going to make up some yellow cards and some red cards just to have people out. That's the way. I think that's what it is. Listen. You wait and see. I don't care how many. It's taken more than 4 minutes to do this corner, Cole Palmer. While I was talking to you all that time, ST, Cole Palmer is still fiddling about with his ball, taking this corner. And West Ham finally get the ball away. I'm on 85 minutes. It's still Chelsea. I'm well behind. I'm on 86 minutes. You lot are probably on the 90-minute mark. And it's still 2-1 to Chelsea. And literally, I'm well behind. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for the next live stream. I'm going to do some yellow cards and red cards. I got some good advice from another content creator and told not to take it personally, the comments, and they were absolutely correct. And so I'm still learning from all this. So I'm going to devise some yellow cards and red cards. But believe me, if you get a red card from me, you might be... No. Oh, my days. I say no more. It's a substitution here for West Ham United. This will be West Ham United. Will they bring in a striker for their team to give Graham Potter squad in depth? And And yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, and 89 real time. Oh my days! Listen, on the 89 minutes last night. Oh, yeah, it was last night. It was my Manchester United away at Old Trafford, and we scored. Not once, but twice. If you know, you know. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. It ended Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 2. Again. And there's that is, oh, West Ham United. Nearly, but good defending there by Chelsea. They're getting the ball away there. West Ham United. Is there going to be a last-minute draw there? I think Chelsea will do enough. 7 minutes of added time, says Steve RFC. Big up to you. I'm still on 88 minutes, so big up to you lot. So that means you lot are way ahead of me in like 90 minutes then. Graham Potter there. Listen, in all realities, as I say, when you look at the net spend of West Ham United versus Chelsea, not in the existing financial year, but in the previous 2 financial years, not seasons, financial years, the balance sheet is a completely different thing. Completely different. So what I'm saying is, you should expect Chelsea to win this match on that alone. And but they're just scraping over the line at the moment, and this is good for me as a Crystal Palace fan because West Ham United are dropping points, and Chelsea are winning in the aspect is that they're not going to pick up the phone and panic by Mark Gahey and the likes of Ebrieze, Jefferson Lerma, and Jean-Philippe Mateta at my Crystal Palace, because Chelsea have got the ability to do the jammingest of all poaching players in transfer windows. And there's Trevor Chabala coming on for Cole Palmer. This is Chelsea parking the bus. And this is the winning goal there by Chelsea. Player there, Cole Palmer there. Remember that when my Crystal Palace, ST saying I feel we're 2-2. I'll tell you something, maybe. And it could be, but I think Chelsea will see this one. The fact that you've just brought on Trevor Chabala, I think they will see it out. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. And please help a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you can, if you're new. And Awan Bissaka on the ball. And it's West Ham United on the right-hand side here. I think that's a West Ham United corner here on 90 minutes. You guys are probably ahead of me by 3 or 4 minutes, but please help me get to 10 likes if you can. Actually, we don't have Sanchez. I'm a goal. We should be okay. You know what? Graham Potter saying, get in there, get into the back post. Yeah, in, yeah. Yeah, you should be all right. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. And I'm on 91 minutes, 7 minutes of added time. And Trevor Chabala has come on. And Cole Palmer has been substituted. And for me, this is a big 3 points for Chelsea as well, because they want to obviously get into the top 4. Champions League football for them next season is very important. And as I say, given their net spend that they're spending on players season after season, a Champions League position, it should be a minimum requirement. I would have thought. Soucek there, getting chopped up there. And why is there no yellow card for the Chelsea player then? Unbelievable. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Oh no, it all breaks down for West Ham. It's and Cuckoo up to Casado there. I want to see those bubbles. Oh yeah, I should have done that. Let's do. No, I'm going to put them on now just to annoy you, to jinx the Chelsea fans. There you are. Get out of the way. You get out of the way. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. It is. There you go. Please help me get to 10 likes. The Bubbles are now out in extra time to try and put off the Chelsea. But it's Chelsea on the attack, and they're trying to go for their third goal. And it's more likely that Chelsea are actually going to score here in the last few minutes of added time. Cucurella loses the ball, and this could be a counter-attack by West Ham United. Oh, they've lost the ball. Oh, they just haven't got the squad in depth there. And please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace here. I think Chelsea have done enough. And big up to STE. They'll get the Bubbles out of the way. You look, help me. Get the Bubbles out of the way. There, I'll try to get the Bubbles out of the way, but they won't get out of the way. And the only song that the Chelsea fans have at the bridge is Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. That's all they do. That's all the Chelsea sing. Chelsea. They don't even say the word Chelsea. They just go Chelsea, Chelsea. That's all they do. That's all that's all they do with their pints of drinks. They go Chelsea, una cerveza por favor, una cerveza. That's all the Chelsea fans know how to sing. Real talk. But I'm going to do a party trick there because Crystal Palace, boom, 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 Mateta's in the room. That's right, we got 3 points at Old Trafford yesterday. But back to the Bubbles, and it's added time. We're coming out. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, the Chelsea player just slipped there in the penalty area. Is he injured? I think you've got a Chelsea player down injured in the West Ham penalty area. And this is West Ham United on the counter. Will they get an equaliser? And West Ham United in the penalty area against Chelsea. Oh, he's gone too far. That's a goal. Oh, Kudus. Kudus should have gotten the second equaliser. How did Kudus not get the equaliser for West Ham United? The Bubbles are doing the jobs there. And I'll tell you something. You can actually hit the Bubbles. Look. You can actually move the Bubbles. It's not AI or anything like that. You can actually hit the Bubbles if I actually... It's madness. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And this is... Oh, no. West Ham United. They don't have the squad in depth against Chelsea, to be fair. But I hope he said Mohamed Kudus there. He should have done a bit better. He's had about 3 good opportunities. Bowden set it there. He done a nice little turn. Shoot! Oh, he should have just lifted the ball up. All he had to do was lift the ball up as he stroke it. And Tosin's trailing leg saved it for Chelsea because the goalkeeper was beaten. That's about technique. You've got to lift the ball a little bit. And please keep hitting the likes. Look, you can actually hit the Bubbles. Look, I can move the Bubbles. There he goes. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Big up to you for reminding me to hit the Bubbles. And this West Ham United there. We're on 8 minutes of added time now. And will it be full time? I think West Ham United have done. Haven't got the squad in there. The fact that I think Chelsea with the squad in there, they brought on the likes of Trevor Chabela. I rate him because I've had him at my Palace and he's very good. And I got a feeling that I think Chelsea have done enough here. They had their opportunities. West Ham United, Mohamed Kudus for West Ham United had 2 very good opportunities. And I think on that free header he should have got another goal. The second goal for West Ham United. And that's what West Ham United are missing. A target man up there. And I got one. Oh. I'm not going to get my tongue out for you. It's not happening, all right? I don't care what you do on the chat. I'm not going to get my tongue out. My tongue is staying in my mouth, all right? I am not a performing seal, all right? STE, absolute C's at the moment. And I'm going to find out if I can do this function when I get when I get my computer back from the shop. But anyway, and and there it is. There it is. It is. There it is. It is full time. Full time whistle. The Bubbles are no more. It didn't happen for the magic wand of Graham Potter. It has ended full time at the bridge. It has ended with Chelsea 2, West Ham United 1. absolute scenes there. Absolute scenes there. And it's a massive 3 points. I'm going to have a little voyageur look at the table at the top, because obviously my Crystal Palace are not in the top 4. But that is a monumental 3 points. 3 points. Look at me, 3 points. I used up all my free points, because we always get them at Old Trafford, you see. But 3 points, right? And the bubbles are no longer. I'm trying to catch them with my mouth. Get them out of the way. Listen, you can actually hit them. I don't know how it does it. Look, I just moved that one. You can actually hit them. I don't know how it works. Right, let me get the bubbles out of the way. There, I can see you now. I can see you all now. Oh my days. Big up to STE. They reminded me about my bubbles section. You know what? Every time West Ham are playing, I'm going to have to do that function about the bubbles. Real talk. But what an amazing watch along. Big up to everyone in the chat thus far. Help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. It's wonderful for you to do that. It is Liverpool, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, and in 4th place with 43 points, with today's picking up 3 points. Of course, Liverpool still have to play Everton for that match that was postponed last season because of bad weather. And let me just charge my earplugs, because I've got to do the... does anyone know in the chat? I know today's the last day of the transfer window, but does it end at 11 o'clock or does it end at midnight? Does anyone know? Just a second, I'm going to charge my... I just put on charge my my pods so I can hear and see everything. But please help me get to 10 likes. Do you know what? I'll Google it, because no one maybe doesn't know. Where's the cable? You know what? I've lost my headphones, and okay, there's the cable. Just got to plug in, because I know my battery is running low. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. So that's ended Chelsea 2, West Ham United 1. And, oh, why is that showing there? Did I move this? Ooh. Is that all right there? Can you see everything okay? Yeah, I think that's okay. Right, anyway, I think I must have moved the cable or something. But I can confirm it has ended Chelsea 2, West Ham United 1. My prediction was Chelsea 1, West Ham United 2. And bring early goal, well, not early goal, but a goal in the first half for West Ham United by Bowen. And but he's just come back from an injury. And also half-time, and then half-time substitutions for Chelsea early in the second half, and Pedro Neto coming on for Sancho, and also Wan-Bissaka scoring an own goal. Of course, it's an own goal for West Ham, giving Chelsea that winning goal. And there you say, the only way Chelsea can actually win a football match right now is if a Crystal Palace player scores an own goal. Real talk. I'll say no more on that matter. But no, it's a monumental there. 3 points there for Chelsea. They are 4th in the Premier League with 43 points. They've got a W there. Did somebody put a W? Big up to STE. It says a W there. Try and catch one in your mouth. I can't. I've just been trolled there. I just said it as well. I'm just such a... There you go. Oh, you just caught me out there. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. There you go. You live and learn. Well, my excuse is I'm still just a relative new experience content creator there. Why is that keep moving? Is there like a ghost in this room or something? Because I just left the camera there. I haven't touched anything and the thing's moved. So what's moving the camera? I don't understand. It's on a stand. It's literally sellotape down so it doesn't move, and it keeps moving. So something's going on here. But anyway, unbelievable. Big up to ST there, catching me out there again. I'm going to devise some yellow cards and some red cards. Real talk. And oh my god. And I will now talk about, you know what, I'm going to Google what time the transfer window actually shuts. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers, and if you can, help me get to 10 likes tonight. That would be wonderful if you could do that. Thank you for getting me to 5 likes. I think that's amazing. Um, thank you. That means a lot to me. Right. Um, right. What I'm going to do now is uh, it's not. Am I still live? Yeah, it is all right. Okay. Right. So I'm going to find out exactly because my thought that the transfer window finishes at 11 o'clock, but I'm getting up to it because as a football fan, you always do that on transfer day, last deadline day. You'll get up or every moment you'll refresh. I'm sure whilst we're sleeping, we are refreshing the phone to see if there's any breaking news on transfers. So, um, transfer deadline day. There, it's at 11 o'clock. The transfer window. Let me just go into the Premier League because that'll be an official. Surely the Premier League official webpage. They won't get that wrong, would they? Okay, it says here, when does the deadline day end? And in the Premier League official webpage, it says the winter 2025 transfer window will shut on Monday, the 3rd of February at 2300 hours GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, and it has been open since Wednesday, the 1st of January. And actually, I'll really say it in case anybody didn't know. It goes on to say deadline day is traditionally a busy day for transfer activity. There are loads of reported signings. Okay. West Ham United have been linked to a loan move for Brighton Hove and Albion striker Evan Ferguson. Yes, they do need, because obviously Antonio, who had that car accident, they need options up top. And while Chelsea defender Ben Chilwell is reported to be on his way to Crystal Palace, that's correct. I've heard that he's had his medical today. We'll find out, I'm sure. I don't seem to go in. I never go as a Crystal Palace fan. I don't go into transfer and all that really into it until the club just makes it official, because, quite frankly, it just doesn't matter. And big up to ST there. Let me just finish this article here. And Arsenal are on the lookout for a new signing attack. Oh, they're only doing it now, but they could have done it a few seasons. Well, Ruben Amorim reveals on Sunday that Manchester United are trying to bring in someone on deadline day. So there's activity for Manchester United fans out there. I expect for Chelsea fans. I hope so for my Crystal Palace as well. So it's all happening. We've got less than 54 minutes to go to the countdown goes down, and it is what it is. Now, big up to STE in the chat, says Marte's tell to Tottenham loan from Bayern, it was reported rejected move. Yeah, I saw something about that. Hope he becomes a Spursy. And wasn't there a player that was going to go to Manchester United, but then he also is, I don't know, Tottenham loan from Bayern after he reportedly rejected a move. Hope becomes Spursy. Yeah, it is what it is. There's going to be, I think in the next 45 minutes, there's going to be a lot of transfers. So now, let's just focus on whatnot. Let me just, it's such a busy day today now. If you're new to the channel, please, I can confirm that Rob Holding, of course, from Arsenal, that's been on loan at Crystal Palace, but it's not worked out. I'm not going to go into it because I might say the wrong thing. And I'm not going to get in trouble, but it's clearly it hasn't worked out for the lad at Crystal Palace, and that's putting it mildly. But he's on a very high wage in no comparison of wages. And Rob Holding, it is official. This is coming from the Crystal Palace official Instagram page, CPFC, saying officially that Rob Holding has joined Sheffield United on loan for the remainder of the season to Sheffield United. That's Rob Holding, and there you go. I'm just hopeful that my Crystal Palace men's side will sign Ben Doak. Um, he's a Liverpool player, but he's on loan to Middlesbrough, playing for Carrick, the Liverpool lad. I would love him at my Crystal Palace, but he's getting regular match play at Middlesbrough at the moment. He might not go on top of the pecking order in the midfield for us, but I would have liked at the beginning of the transfer window, or even now at the latter stages, for Ben Doak of Liverpool to land at Crystal Palace, but we'll see what happens. Oh my God, there's loads of comments. Big up to STE, says Mathis Tell to Tottenham loan from Brian after he reportedly rejected a move. Yeah, I saw that, and hope it becomes a Spursy there. Alex Diassi to Aston Villa. Here we go. Oh, so it is happening. Big up to STE there. Thank you very much for doing that. Oh, I love that photo. And on the Crystal Palace official webpage for the women's team, they're just showing Alison Swaby, the Jamaican international. She's had her first interview, and I hope she can get the international clearance. Very experienced defender, and absolutely buzzing that we've got a very experienced Jamaican international player at Crystal Palace playing for Laura Kaminsky. So I wish her all the best. That's been on the official Crystal Palace women's Instagram account there. So I hope we get that going there. And it looks like Sheffley. It is definitely. It is confirmed. I thought this would happen. Jeffrey Schlupp is going to Celtic, to Brendan Rodgers. So it is confirmed by Crystal Palace. Jeffrey Schlupp from Crystal Palace to Celtic. Here we go. Well, a verbal agreement has been done for a loan deal, but not an option to buy, just for the rest of the season by the sounds of it. And the source there is none other than the legend Fabrizio Romano. So I'm just going to send that off in my Instagram. And it's... oh, 1 minute. That's Crystal Palace. What else have we got? Big up to everyone in the chat. Now let's stay focused on it. And Paul Brady, good afternoon. Oh, I haven't finished ST's comments. Sorry, I've really got to learn how to multitask while doing live streams, but I'll get it right eventually. Eating and drinking and reading the chat and focusing on everything. It's a learning curve. William back to Fulham is a strange one. Yeah, I saw him. He was at the bridge today. Agent William, but yeah, William. Well, that will add. Marco Silva will probably initiate that. I expect at Fulham. Right. ST says Alexis Diassi. I think Alexis Diassi would have been better for Chelsea today, but it goes with Alex Diassi, of course, of Chelsea to Aston Villa. Here we go. So that's gone. A deal in place on loan with salary covered. That's interesting. Very good. And also, ST goes on to say matching loan fee offered by Tottenham Hotspur. Diassi said no to Spurs all day long. That's the only word to Villa. That's my level. So that's my point that I said earlier on in the stream. No disrespect to Tottenham. Tottenham have done well with the stadium, with their academy, with their investment into the women's team at Tottenham Hotspur. As an outsider looking at that club, applauded for those actions. But in the first team, there's another example. Alex Diassi of Chelsea, he's not going to Spurs. If he's got an option of Aston Villa, he's going to go to Unai Emery all day long and to Aston Villa, who he probably can play in the Champions League as well. He's got options there. They're the top of near the top end. Paul Brady, good evening to you. And he goes, William back at Fulham is a strange one. I wasn't aware of that one. I have to put my hands up. I didn't know about that. But I did see him in the crowd today at the bridge at Chelsea. With his family and friends there. They showed him on the screen. But if you're saying that he's going to Fulham, that is a good acquisition there for. I wonder if just trying to think who's going to displace. But I would have thought that Marco Silva would. Yeah, from Chelsea. Yes, I know. I understand that. Says STE. Yeah. And so William looks like it's going to Fulham, and STE also breaking news. João Felix to AC Milan. That's a breaking one. Here we go. Official bid accepted by Chelsea. So they're moving players out there. Straight loan, no option to buy. So this is what I'm talking about. I mean, Chelsea have got a result tonight against West Ham United, Graham Potter, and they're still able to manoeuvre players off their books, not selling them, but move them off the loan. That could free up situations to open up situations, I should say, as well for Enzo Maresca at Chelsea, because I'm pretty adamant that I understand a little bit of Chelsea, but I don't get what the Chelsea fans and I expect the club we want to try and achieve. The thing that I do understand as a Crystal Palace fan is that they want to finish in the top four, at the very least in the top three. I think real talk. I said that at the beginning of the season. I keep emphasising that at the beginning of the season when the scheduling was out for all the matches. I said, watch out for Chelsea. Watch out for Chelsea. There'll be a dark horse to challenge both Liverpool and Man City. Not overtake them, but certainly challenge them. And they're getting up there. They've crept up there. Today they got a jamming decision, the VAR decision. Bowen was fouled clearly on the build-up for the second goal of Chelsea. VAR decisions, I say no more. At the bridge, you know there's only one outcome. Chelsea fans always get the decisions. Right. Please hit a like. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Hold on a minute. I've just seen something that's a bit alarming. How do I delete this? Oh, I know. Hold on a minute. I've just done something. I don't know how to. Oh, there it is. There it is. So, definitely later on today, it was confirmed that Tottenham Hotspur had made an approach for Mark Gahey, and it looks like he turned down an opportunity made by Tottenham Hotspur of £70 million, not euros, for Mark Gahey. And no disrespect to Tottenham Hotspur fans, but I'm not even going to look into it. He's not going there. If Liverpool and Chelsea come in for Mark Gahey, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's a worrying one. That's what I'm thinking. And please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And also, I'm just trying to see. What else is going on? Right, I'm going to just close that one for a second. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Help me get to 10 likes if you can tonight. It would be wonderful if you could. And it's... I can't get this. let me just have a look at this. I can't see what's going on here. Right, okay, that didn't work. Sorry to everybody out there. Just looking at now. Earlier on, I did the transfer news. No, sorry, the watch along for it ended Chelsea 2, West Ham United 1. Good attempt by West Ham United. Graham Potter there with his magic wand, but it didn't work out in the end. He just hasn't got the squad in there. We've got Bowen up top, just returned from an injury, foot injury, I believe it was. But they're looking for a striker, hence why they made a cheeky bid for Aston Villa for John Duran. But then he went over to Saudi League, and I don't blame him. Money talks, money talks, money talks. But anyway, it's a good evening there to STE there. Oh, I've had that message. And good evening to Dara, Azizi. I hope you are well. And that is welcome to you. Please hit a like and subscribe to you all. And basically, now I'm going into the transfer window. It is now, let's just go into the live. I'm using my sources for the transfer window. I like to use reputable sources like the official webpage at Crystal Palace, also Fabrizio Romano. There's other people that do this stuff as well, and also Sky Sports. Definitely Sky Sports. I always use them, and they are. There's a lot of live shows going on at the moment, and so then if I relay some information, it's not. It doesn't become like a wind-up situation, and that's Jeffrey Schlupp there from. Oh, what's going on there? All right, hold on a minute because my phone is just locked up. There, that's Jeffrey Schlupp on his way. That's here we go. With a loan deal by Fabrizio Romano confirming from Crystal Palace to Celtic for Jeffrey Schlupp. And ST says me. Why are you saying me? What happened? From Chelsea, me. Big up to ST there. Hi, Dara says, oh, I understand. I'm a bit slow. You know what? I'm so unprofessional. I don't even know what's going on. ST says me, and I'm like, he's just saying hello to somebody. So big up to all of you. And Esty says, don't forget me. Listen. I don't think I will forget STE in the chat. Listen, if you're new, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. If you can at all, help me get to 2,000 subscribers. As Shay Arsenal said earlier on in the comments, I can't pin the comments tonight because the device I'm using is so old that if I try and update the app or Studio, the poor thing just stops working at all. But when I'll get back the computer back, then I'll be able to do that in foreseeable future. And but I can confirm Rob Holding as well from Crystal Palace. He's been loaned out to Sheffield United, so it just didn't work out for the lad at Crystal Palace. And I can confirm Fabrizio Romano confirming that Ben Chigwell is coming to Crystal Palace as a loan from Chelsea, and we're going to cover. It says loan move until June with salary covered for Chigwell. Medical tests today in London. I haven't heard anything in the news saying that it hasn't gone right, so that's good to say because of course at Crystal Palace we have incurred an injury to Chaid Riyad, the Moroccan international. Chaid Riyad, an absolutely amazing player. I'm absolutely gutted for him that he's he's out for the rest of the season, I think now. So I'm absolutely gutted for the Moroccan international at Crystal Palace, Chaid Riyad, the defender. and I'm absolutely really sad because he came back for a few games, and it is what it is. Big up to uh, um, ST says, "Don't forget me." No, I don't think forget you. Real talk, real talk. Thank you for doing that, STE. And I'm I'm the guy that tells the guy. Penny for the guy. He's telling the guy. You know, I wondered if STE is actually penny for the guy back there with his phone. And ST says, "Road to 2,000 subscribers." Ah, wicked to you, wicked, wicked. In South London back in the day, wicked. You remember Crystal Palace fans back in the day doing this? See, I can still do it. I haven't done this for years. When you make the click, like, wicked. I think it was Lenny Henry going, wicked, wicked. And the ST says, "Road to 2,000 subscribers." Yeah, trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Um, I can't do it without the input from all of you in the chat. Big up to STE, to Steve RFC there, to Hamo, Damo 1168, I think it is, earlier on. Dara Azizi, they're dropping in there. You've subscribed. Thank you for doing that. And um, so what's the? I don't understand the US support like. I don't understand what you're going on about there. This is a football program. It's not a political program. So maybe you've misspelled. I'll wait for you to rephrase that. I don't understand what you're talking about there. It's a football program. I don't. It's not about countries. Maybe you've you've put something in I don't understand. But SD says road to 2 subscribers, and it says one day you'll be surpassed, Mr. Beast. Yeah, it'll be a boom, boom, boom. Potatoes in the room. Listen, ST, if I get anywhere near as close to Mr. Beast, and we know who we're talking about, of course, on YouTube, Mr. Beast, the legend. Um, I won't be forgetting the likes of people that are dropping into the chat and Mr. Me Beast. Actually, I am going to call you a beast, a real talk. There you go. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego Palace. If you can help me get to um, 2,000 subscribers, that would be wonderful as well. We're coming up to 25 minutes into the chat and 25 minutes into the last hour of the transfer window. The transfer window, as I confirmed it, off the Premier League official webpage, it ends at 11 p.m. So I think for clubs who wish to enhance their defence, they're anywhere around the park, they'll be looking to do so. I can confirm that earlier on, Fabrizio Romano confirmed that well, let me just go back to it just in case I've missed out anything else. Why is my tablet just frozen? I'm looking to see if there's anything. Please help me get to 10 likes, and if you can, to 2. It's just confirming there. Rob Holding, it is official now. Rob Holding, the RX or the Arsenal player that's on loan to us, it hasn't worked out for the lad at Crystal Palace. I'm not going to get into the politics of it because I don't know anyone at the club, and something's gone on there. From the moment that he left, it just didn't work out. I'm going to leave it at that. But he's on loan now to Sheffield United, and one minute. Rob Holding has joined Sheffield United on loan from Crystal Palace for the rest of the season. The 29-year-old joined the Eagles in September 2023 from Arsenal. The Blades sit second in the Championship, 2 points off top spot. They had so that's he's going there for a reason, and he will get match time there. It is also confirmed. Big up to STE title challenge for whom who do you mean? Let me see who you're talking to. Title change. I can't. Big up to you, ST, suggesting it. I'm using a very old iPhone today because I can't use the computer today at the moment. So because the iPhone is so old, it hasn't updated the latest version of Studio, so I can't go into it. And even on my new iPhone, when I go into my Studio there, either I'm just like so amateurish and I don't know how to do it. So it is basically uh It won't let me. If I press into analytics, if I go into studio and I go to contents and then I go live, it's not coming up, even this one on my this is the newest phone. Maybe I should have done it on here. I don't know. I don't know. I just like to leave my phone available for all functions. So we're coming up to 30 minutes. We've got 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes into the transfer window. And if I could change the title, I would, but uh, it doesn't come up, so I don't know what I'm pressing wrong. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to ruin it because otherwise I. So sorry about but thank you for the suggestion, ST. I'm with you. Summer window. Summer window. It is. Yes, yes, it is. And yes, possibly. Oh, I see what you mean. Uh, Possibly. Yeah, it might be. It might happen in the summer trial. Dara Aziz says, I'm a Liverpool supporter and been since 1974. Oh, wow. Okay. And oh, I better be careful here because you're saying be very careful when you put your personal details on the live chat. Remember that this is an open thing, so be very careful when you put personal information on live chats on YouTube, on any social media platform, because you know your personal stuff is yours. But it goes, I'm born and bred Englishman, but moved to the USA. Big up to the USA fans out there. I love watching Barstool Sports and how they support. I'm a American football fan as well, and I follow the Patriots out there. Support from this country is important in terms of building your channel. I'm in Arizona. Arizona, big up to Arizona. Where's my hat? Oh, there it is. Listen, listen. Let me get that hat on. Real talk. Listen, I've been to the USA. I've been to New York and to DC. For those of you who don't know, DC, the slang DC, or the shortcut is Washington DC, and had a wonderful time in New York and in Washington DC back in the day. And I always say to sports fans, whenever they go to the US for business, for pleasure, or for both, or whatever, if you can, when you're there, go to a sporting event in the USA, and when you go back home, you realise they do things the American fans do their sport in different ways, and it's absolutely amazing to see it, to savour it. And I went to I went to the Garden, Madison Square there, and thank you very much, Dara. I appreciate it. And basically, yeah. So if you go to America, the USA, make sure that you go to a sporting event, and you will see how they do their things over there, and they do it just in their own way. They're brilliant. So I had a wonderful time in the capital, DC, and in New York back in the day. And actually, do you know what? I might in the future might upload some of the photos that I did when I was there. But I certainly had a wonderful time, and I've come across USA football fans in other channels, and they're all absolutely amazing as well. I'm with you, some old transfer window. Great hat. Thank you very much. Right, never mind about the hats. Let's talk about the transfer window. And let me just have another little refresh to see if there's any other news. I'm watching this. This is and also if you didn't know, Marcus Rashford, it looks like he's definitely landed at Aston Villa. Um, Wisdom online. Yes, be careful, Dara. I don't want to get you. Listen, of course I'm naturally protected of my channel, but people who come in and interact into the channel, their well-being and their safety is paramount. Because I'm new to doing all this stuff, I'm learning as well. But from I'm not going to mention any names, but from another content creator out there, I was advised to be very careful. Um, Regarding not just my safety but also your safety as well. It's paramount, and because this is an open live format, so be very yeah. So big up to you, big up to you. So it's a learning curve for me, and I've taken good advice from a very good content creator out there, but I'm not going to mention their name because I should keep conversations private. But I'm very thankful to them. I always will be. Right. Manchester United let Marcus Rashford go yesterday. I'm reading here. That is a huge wage off their books for the rest of the season. The same with Anthony, and also it kind of creates a bit of space there for Patrick Dorgu, who has come in at Manchester United. And as I was at Old Trafford yesterday as a Crystal Palace fan, and they certainly need squadding depth to give options to their new manager in Ruben Amorim. Whilst I'm there, I've got to big up the Manchester United fans that before I went into Old Trafford um, for the match there, some of the fans, I think they recognised me and maybe the channel, perhaps because I was wearing the hat, I don't know. But a massive thank you to those Manchester United fans that approached me and spoke to me. They were very polite, very humorous, and they know who they are. I'm not going to mention any names, but thank you very much for approaching me. And yeah, I had a wonderful day, of course, because we won. My Crystal Palace won 2-0. But a massive thank you to those Manchester United football fans that reached out to me at Old Trafford yesterday. They gave me respect. I give them, of course, a respect in return and admiration there. Right. So I'll go on here. So this is so yes, I'm just mentioning there a little bit about Manchester United. Marcus Rashford, they're leaving. It gives them options. The more player they get off the, or I suppose, not just Manchester United, but any other team off the wage list, it gives them further options for other players. Just another thing here. It's on Birmingham. Now I'm going to leave that. And it looks like Tottenham Hotspur. There looks like Martha's Tale, and also ST mentioned that earlier on. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And let me just get on. Um, right, here we go. I'm just going to get my. Just a moment, I'm going to get the earplugs now. Oh. Oh, my God. Right, here we go. Right, and there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the reputable sources, Sky Sports News. I'm using Sky Sports channel, as it were. I'm using Fabrizio Romano. I'm using utilizing. I should use the word correctly. Utilizing the information from Fabrizio Romano, from Sky Sports, from other the Athletic, the Manchester Evening News. So I'm using those sources, so I don't relay information that is going to wind up someone and upset anybody there. So it's it looks like Barnsley have signed a striker, a French striker, Monsieur Clemens Rodriguez from SC Basta. I'm going to go into a live feed now to try and get the latest on the live transfer. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace. If you can help me get to 10 likes, it'd be wonderful if you could do that. And we've got loads of transfers ongoing right now. And what I'm going to try and do is Ah, damn it. How do I change that? It just won't let me. That is so annoying. Alright, it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's just go back to the live feed to see who else we got as coming in the transfer as we speak. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And okay, how do I do this? Why isn't it live? What's going on? Right, so we're just waiting for the live feed to come through here. And I've just got it logged on now to a live feed of a reputable feed there to see to get as much information as we can get. Oh, why is it? I've just lost it now. Oh. Am I missing something? Why have some channels just stopped? It finishes at 11 o'clock. Unless they're doing the... And I can confirm Jeffrey Slop has gone to Celtic. Also, some Spurs fans are debating whether Tell is a risk worth taking to go for him to go to Tottenham Hotspur. I think they need to have a rebuild at Tottenham Hotspur in the infrastructure of their first senior team, the people around that. Everything else at that football club seems to be doing well. The building of the stadium, the investment into the academy, and also the investment, in my opinion, into the women's team at Tottenham Hotspur. But in the men's senior side, they've taken their eye off the ball there. As an outsider looking in, that's the way I see it. Queen's Park Rangers, it looks like they've made they made a move to sign forward Henry Vale, 21, from Chelsea. It looks like they're going to announce that he's an academy graduate from Stamford Bridge, and it looks like he's on his way to QPR, the R's, and so there's a lot going on at the moment. Also, there might be some last-minute breaking news, I think, from Manchester United in the respect from, I think it might happen because they obviously got off the books, not they haven't sold, but they got off the books the likes of Marcus Rashford, Anthony, and that may give different options for that club to bring in different options for their manager, Ruben Amorim. They certainly need that because my Palace players yesterday at Old Trafford, player for player, man for man, all of our players in each position, we were better than them. And we had a better squad in there, a better bench as well. So they need to, I suppose, support their new manager appointment of Ruben Amorim. And it is 11 p.m. It finishes at 11 p.m. We've got about less than 15 minutes. Let's see what other deals happen in the last 15 minutes. And there's anything can happen. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And do you know what? I'm going to remove... there's some breaking news. Here we go. Please keep hitting the likes. I'm using reputable people, and I'm using Fabrizio Romano, The Athletic, the Manchester Evening News, Sky Sports News. We've got 18 minutes to go to the end of the transfer window. Who's going to make the last vital deals in the last few minutes? Matthias Tel, it looks like about 60 million euros from to Tottenham Hotspur, and apparently they agreed a deal for him on Friday. And Matthias Tel said, not sure about it, and then they've gone back to it, looked at it, addressed it at Tottenham Hotspur, and it looks like it might now happen, get over the line. So let's see what happens. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 10 likes. So Tottenham Hotspur making the breaking headline news. Mattel and Tel to Tottenham Hotspur. Is it going to happen? And there's about 17 minutes to go. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. This is the last 15 minutes of the transfer window, and I am just looking to see. Big up to ST. Oh, bless you, ST, for putting these comments in, because I'm limited with the devices that I've got to get, and also I don't use Twitter, so I think everyone uses Twitter for these type of things, and I don't use it, so it is what it is. And ST says Matheus Amongo has just signed his contract at Chelsea. All the signs also between clubs. Well, there you go. There's, I'm told you said it, ST, and other people. I see Paul Brady says Alex SR is not in the chat tonight. I see Diego. Big up to Paul Brady. Yes, big up to Alex SR, and big up to everybody there who may not have made it tonight. It's okay. If you can make it, great. If you can't, it's fine. I'm fine with it whenever you can. Big up to you, Paul Brady there. Liverpool might make a last few minutes in. There's been no reoccurrence from Real Madrid on Alex can't face Diego tonight. No, I hear you there. I hear you there. No, look, with me and Manchester United fans, I've always had the uppermost respect for them. Don't get me wrong, I still got open wounds from what they did to us on the pitch, going back to the late 80s. Too many, actually. The list is long and notorious. But the Manchester United fans, off the pitch, they've always been very polite and professional with me, always. But you're right, Alex SR7 might not be wanting to be there right now because of what happened. And but as I say, we're into the last 15 minutes of the transfer window. Quickly add on their ST on Alex SR7. Yesterday I met Manchester United fans before the match at Old Trafford. Before I went in, I was just standing there minding my own business, and some of them came up to me. I think they recognise the channel. They know who they are. And thank you very much for those individuals that came up. And we just had a few words about their team. I had a few words about my team. And very, very polite and very pleasant. And it was nice to receive that from them. And there you go. But massive thank you for the Crystal Palace official workers at Crystal Palace who took all the Crystal Palace away fans to Old Trafford and brought us back home safely, and we all had a wonderful afternoon and evening there. Absolutely amazing. 40 minutes, less than 15 minutes to go. Less than 15 minutes to go. And the transfer window. Let's see if anything else breaks in the last 15 minutes.